Press pause, put the controller down. It's time to talk about the gaming industry. My name is DJ Leo.
Are you sure about that?
It depends on the day.
Yeah?
Yeah. Depends on the day. Who are you? I don't know who you are anymore.
Who am I? I don't know. We don't know who we are anymore.
No.
I'm Andrew.
Maybe I'm Andrew. Maybe you're DJ Leo. Maybe we've just been pulling.
Do you remember there was an Olympic athlete named? It was either Trevor Andrew or Andrew Trevor. I don't remember which.
Oh, good lord, really? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. This is Press Pause, a gaming podcast, episode 69.
Oh. Nice.
How are you, my friend?
We did the sex number. I mean, we didn't do the sex number. We made it to. Let me be clear.
I'm letting you take this. I'm letting you take that.
Whoa, no, we're not taking anything from.
Sure. No.
Let's move on.
Just that one time.
Maybe
with the cow.
Wait, the cow.
Anyway.
I don't know nothing about no cow.
My buddy would always say, "Under whose bed? With how many jelly beans?" I like that one. I like that one.
I don't think I'd want underbed jelly beans. They'd be dusty, man.
I don't know if they were there, but you could have brought them with you. You know.
That's true.
Yeah, under whose bed with how many jelly beans? I don't know. How are you, my friend?
I've been better. I've been worse. Things have been complicated for me this last week.
Yeah.
I'm just, making it through as best I can.
We are.
How about you?
Well, we're on a record recording spree.
Yeah.
Not just for Press Pause, because we're at we're recording 3 this week. And and then I'm on 7 soon. It's been a busy week. But I'm excited for today's show because it's a beast. There's so much to talk about.
There's big news.
Big stuff. Can't wait to talk about it. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good. I hate this weather and I hate this season. And I went to the grocery store and they were playing Christmas music and I wanted to stab somebody.
Oh my god.
It's November 14th, guys. You can't wait till December 1st.
We're not even at the halfway point.
Yeah,
we're almost there.
Yeah.
But not yet.
It's not even Black Friday yet. Why do they do this? It's so torturesome. I don't get into the Christmas spirit until 3 weeks. That 3-week, 2-week period before Christmas. And then I'm like, okay, I'm starting to feel the jollies, But I'm not feeling the jollies on November 14th, guys. What are you smoking? I couldn't stand that. I was so mad. I'm pretty good though. I'm kind of, like I said, I'm on a roll with these recordings. I've got most of the stuff fine-tuned. The dust is starting to clear on all the new ways that we record, and I'm starting to experiment with other stuff. And it's cool. And been gaming, which we'll talk about in a minute. Yeah, I'm good.
All right,
I'm good. I could use some more sleep, but I'm good.
Well, we could all use more sleep.
Let me tell you. I also wish there was more hours in the day too.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, if we could just shift to a 48-hour day, and you sleep for 12 of them, I'm good.
I don't know about that many extra hours, but I could do with a 28-hour day.
Okay, sure. All right, let's get to the rigmarole. As always, if you want the audio-only edition of the show, YouTube Music is where you go. Don't forget to join the Co-op Club Discord community server, where so many of us are talking about games, wrestling, movies, music, and so much more. And if you're so inclined, please go to patreon.com/co-op-entertainment, where you can support the channel and all the fun things we do. That's all I really got for the rigmarole this week. No breaking news, no corrections.
I actually have some corrections.
Hold the line.
And it actually it ties into what I'm playing.
Oh, should I move on to that, or is this a
Sure,
okay?
sure.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, so I have continued to play V Rising. My first correction is that last week we both lamented that there was no way to pull resources from your storage when you're crafting things.
Uh huh.
It turns out there is a way to do that, but it is locked behind progression.
That's stupid.
It is incredibly stupid.
Why would you? Yeah, that's stupid.
So
A
the
quality
game
of
the
life unlock.
yeah.
Okay.
The game has because you're building your castle.
Mm.
The game has a decoration system that is mostly cosmetic, except for when it comes to flooring. So when you create a room, that has walls and a doorway into it, not just an open wall, but it has to specifically be a doorway piece. This is important.
Mm-mm-mm.
Um, and then you put a specific type of flooring in that room, it becomes designated
As
as
a
a
room.
particular room, and
Mm.
that will give relevant crafting stations bonuses. So if all your forge crafting stations, put them in a room with forge flooring, and they will get bonuses. They will use slightly fewer materials to make whatever, and they'll go a little bit faster. Um, Treasury rooms allow you to pull from all the resources in the storage containers in the treasury room.
I don't like this at all.
That's your bonus. Yeah, I hate that it's done that way. I mean, it's better than not having it at all, but like seriously, guys, come on.
It's a floor.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be like that.
Yeah.
The other thing is teleportation. We talked about how you can't
Hmm.
teleport with certain items in your inventory. There is, in fact, a setting to disable that in the server settings,
Just like in
and
Valheim.
I strongly recommend
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Strongly, at least if you're playing solo.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you're playing multiplayer, part of the challenge is getting back without being accosted by other players. But if you're playing solo, there's no reason not to use that. It's going to make your life a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Speaking of difficulty, this last week that I've spent playing it, it has become abundantly apparent to me that this game was always intended as multiplayer only, and that it was
Mm.
never intended for solo play, even though they let you do it. I'm honestly surprised that they let you do it, because getting past the first act, there is zero balancing consideration for solo play. The game is very specifically designed around playing with at least one other person. Because the number of abilities that you can equip at any given time is fairly small. So you're going to need to do things like crowd control. You're going to need to do things like buffs. You're going to need to do things like attacks. You do not have enough ability slots to equip all the spells that you need to do that stuff, because it's intended that one person will be doing crowd control, one person will be doing buffs, one person will be doing it. You know what I mean? Like, everybody will have a role.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really possible to do all that on your own. But the boss fights, and a lot of, honestly, like, just encounters with enemies in some of the later areas, you kind of need other people. Otherwise,
Almost
it's
like
just
raid
really.
bosses.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like trying to do a raid in Warcraft, like solo.
Yeah.
Um,
That sucks.
I don't. I guess it's possible. I've never done a Warcraft raid before,
No,
but
no, you can't. No, it's impossible.
oh, you can't. Okay,
No.
it's virtually like that. Boss fights become just a flip of the coin whether or not you'll win. I've had that coin land on both sides. I beat a boss with 1 HP, and the only reason I survived is because when you drink the V blood from a boss, you are invincible during that animation, which is not the case for drinking blood at any other time. If you're just drinking blood from a regular enemy, you are free to be
Vulnerable.
hit by just about anything. However, drinking V blood makes you invincible and then heals you after you're finished. And I was in the middle of a boss's AoE, like it popped while I was drinking the blood. So only that animation saved me. And then I've also died to bosses that had like not even a pixel left on their health bar. Like they clearly had like, single digit health left. And it was just, you know, I I got swarmed by enemies who, if they have the abilities to stun you, can just kind of pile up on you and stun you one after another, and you're fucked because you're meant to have somebody else who can pull aggro
Yeah.
from them and divide it up. It, like I said, no balancing
Yeah, a little
whatsoever for
little
single player.
yeah, a little surprising that they allow single player cuz like you play the whole game and then you get to a certain point and then it's like hitting a wall, you know.
Yeah, yeah, and I even turned down the difficulty. I turned it down from normal to easy,
Mm,
and it doesn't really seem to make much difference because I was still getting smoked. And they tell you what the damage values that they modify are.
mm.
I think those numbers are a lie. I
Um,
think those numbers are a lie. I was not taking 40% reduced damage
right. Yeah.
from enemies. I was taking like maybe 15%, you
Mm,
know? So I'm still playing it. I
yeah.
had to just, flip that coin enough times until it, came up in my favor.
Right.
And I have gotten through, but man, I was very close to just giving up.
That's never
Um
a good thing.
yeah, I am still having fun with it because once you
It's good.
push through and you unlock the higher tier gear, you go up in level, and then boss fights
Mhm.
kind of level out a bit. But like those bottlenecks are brutal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and some of the boss fights are not that bad. Some of them are totally doable solo, to the point that it feels like those fights were designed by like very different people
Mm.
with very different ideas of how the game should work, because like some of the mechanics in those fights are like they feel like they come from different games. Honestly, they vary so wildly.
You know what that could
Um,
be as well as that could be because it was an early access game.
yeah, yeah, and it just ideas about how it should
Ideas and
work shifted
feedback
over
from
time.
players and everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just it shifts.
yeah,
Yeah.
entirely possible,
Yeah.
likely even.
Yeah.
Um, I haven't played online. I'd like to, but um, it seems like I looked into it because I wanted to know how it worked, and it seems that your character is tied to a server. It's not like something like Diablo where your character is
Mm-hmm.
independent of the game world or the game session.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Your character lives in that world, and that's just that. You
Yeah.
can't pull them out and take them to another
So
server.
you got to find them
So
somewhere to play where you're going to
you got to find
continue.
somewhere that is going to be, in it for the long haul,
Yeah. Or find
right?
somebody in particular that's going to be like a co-op
Yeah, and
game
that's
only.
that's the thing, is that this is the kind of game that I would never try playing with randos. Like
No.
I
No. No.
gotta, it would have to be with people that you know and
Consistently play
you
with.
plan. Yeah, yeah. It's got to be like a regular group.
Yeah.
And if you can find that, like I said last week, I bet it's fucking incredible, because apparently you can have up to 40 people in a server,
Wow.
uh, which is insane.
That's a lot of people.
Um, and now, like, knowing that, I can kind of see what their vision for the game is. I think their vision is you have up to 40 people carving out this landmass into fiefdoms and having like interplayer alliances and conflicts and stuff. I can see it, and it's cool. It's a cool vision. Man, you gotta have just the right configuration of people to make that work.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be all 40. You could have
No.
10
No. No.
people.
Yeah.
But like it's if the person who owns the server decides that they're done with the game, uh, that's a problem because I don't think there's a way to transfer server ownership. So, you know what I mean? Like I understand why it's set up the way it is, but there's problems with that system.
Yeah, there's some caveats for sure.
But if you can get people who are locked in, I bet this game is like 10 times more fun than I'm having with it. And I'm having fun with it. I can see a world in which I'd be having substantially more fun with it, and I kind of want to live in that world.
Are you still playing it with a controller?
Yes.
Have you gotten used to the weirdness?
No.
Okay.
I'm still fucking up every time I'm going through the menus.
That sucks. Yeah. Okay.
I do have kind of muscle memory for my attacks now. I have kind of a rhythm that I go through. I've sort of found that balance, but the menus are still it's still pain. It's still pain going through them. I use the wrong triggers to cycle through the pages all the time.
Yeah.
And some of it is just bad. Like there's depending on where you are in the V blood menu, where you look at all the bosses who are your prey, pushing the X button might be the thing that releases your tracking on them, or pushing the A button might be. You know, it depends. If you're looking at the overall menu, you hold the X button to stop tracking. If you're looking at a specific boss, you push the A button to stop tracking. Because now the X button lets you look at the rewards that they offer upon beating them.
It's almost like the game. I wonder if controller support didn't come until after V1. Because I'm thinking like in early access they would have figured all this shit out from feedback. Right?
You would hope so.
So it feels like
it's like they took the button assignments and just stuck them in a hat and pulled them out at random.
Yeah, it's not good.
It doesn't really make a lot of sense.
No. Maybe is there a controller mod that makes it better? Well, you can just modify the controls, right?
No, you can't change the controller bindings. There are a few different sets of controller bindings that are predefined by the game, but you can't custom set them yourself. Which is unfortunately pretty common in games with controller support. I'm not really sure why that's the case.
That's weird.
Because if you can rebind keyboard inputs, there's really no reason why you shouldn't be able to rebind controller inputs.
No.
That would be especially good for accessibility. And there are certain things that I understand. Like if you've got a racing game, you're kind of going to want to have the accelerator on a pressure-sensitive trigger. So I can understand maybe not allowing to rebind that, or at least warning the player about rebinding it in those kind of circumstances. But this is not a game that needs the pressure sensitivity of the triggers for anything. They're not used in that way.
I really wanted to get into this game, but you're encountering the same sort of like hiccups that I was encountering when I was playing it, and I was like, I can see myself getting very annoyed as it goes on.
Oh, it's endlessly annoying. It happens constantly. Anytime I'm in a menu, I will fuck something up at least once.
Maybe I'll give it a try on PC. Oh wait, no, I have it on PlayStation, so I can't. Never mind. Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to add about V-Rise? Are you you're gonna continue to update us, or?
I'm gonna continue playing it. I've been hitting it pretty hard. Like it speaks to how good the rest of the game is that I'm willing to put up with the rest of that crap.
Yeah.
I really wish they would have like somebody more proficient in UI UX than whoever they have do a pass of this game, because God, it would make things so much more pleasant to navigate through. But I've had plenty of cool experiences, like going into towns on raids and using the human disguise to just walk around in plain sight. Although some enemies can see through it, so you got to avoid them. But then also day comes and I got to duck inside one of the buildings that you can enter, and it's like a big stealth mission that lasts multiple nights as I try to collect resources.
Hey, Larry, why don't you come to the bar with us? I can't right now. Why?
Yeah.
That's not feeling it. I'll stay here in the grocery store.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, maybe I'll give it a try again one day, but there's just so much right now. There's just so much.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's time for me to finally get to gush about a game that I've been playing.
Yes. Yes, I've been wanting to hear about this.
So I've been playing Hell Is Us. I did do a opening like prologue let's play, which will go up sometime in the future, so you can check that out. But I am 20 hours in to this game, and I'm probably only about halfway ish, maybe. It's a lot bigger than I thought. I don't even know where to start with this game. Okay, this is what I'll say. I will say that now that I'm 20 hours in, I do have critiques, but none of those critiques are foundational. So
okay, that's good.
So they're things that, like, you know, if they make a sequel, they can build upon this, right?
Yeah.
Everything else about this game, this might be my game of the year right now. This game.
Oh wow.
This game is freaking awesome, man. I love this game. It's so good. Where do I start? Let's start with the presentation. So the presentation is awesome. Visually, beautiful game. It does have some distance issues. So like there's some vistas that you go to, and like textures won't load in after a certain point.
Oh yeah.
So you see the hill and you see certain objects that are detailed, but then like the ground is not loading in for some reason. You know, it's just like a flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what engine they're using. But besides that, it's gorgeous. The lighting is amazing. The characters are very cool. The enemies are very cool. The sound. There are very few games that make such good use of sound and music in modern day gaming to me. And this game is definitely one of them. I wish I could show you. I wish you could hear. I could show you. I don't know. What is that? What is the equivalent of showing a sound? I don't know what that means. But I wish you could hear some of these particular sound effects, which I'll get into in a little bit. But they are just like they send shivers down my spine every single time I hear them.
Are you playing with headphones? Or are you
no?
Like
I'm playing with 5.1 surround sound.
Okay.
But even without 5.1 surround sound, man, it's so good.
I've never actually experienced a proper 5.1 system before. Not in the home, at least.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it depends on the game though. Like I've played games where it feels like flat. Like it's almost so different.
They didn't take that into account when mixing it.
No,
because they either just mixed it for stereo or for headphones.
Yeah, and I notice right away when they have maximized and optimized the sound for 5.1 surround, like Call of Duty. Holy fuck, dude! Playing Call of Duty 5.1 surround. It's like, oh, I hear shit behind me. Like, so fucking awesome.
Yeah,
like, it's really cool.
And at that point, it becomes like a gameplay advantage to be able to better identify.
You hear the footsteps behind you.
Yeah.
You son of a bit. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. But this game, it's good. I wouldn't say it's like it's Call of Duty level 5.1 surround, but it's good. But I'm talking about the actual sound effects and the music. The music is almost like ambiance more than it is music. It's like these violin
just comes in and plays along.
Yeah, just like just a long thing, just to get in the atmosphere of the game. It's just so good.
It's a more of a direction for the mood than it is a like discrete piece of music.
Exactly, and there is music.
Yeah.
There is music for like boss fights and stuff like that, but those are few and far between. Most of it is like just ambiance and setting the mood. It's so good. Let's see, anything else about presentation that I want to talk about? It's just really good. Let's talk about story a little bit. No spoilers, obviously. No. But it's really tough to tell what this game's about from the trailer. But basically, you play this character named Remy, who I do have one of my nitpicks with him is a really, really weird nitpick. He has curly hair.
Yeah.
which is odd
Notice.
in a video game. This is one of the games where you can like style yourself, but only from the styles they pick from, and none of them
Yeah.
are hair related. So like you can have your hood up with the ball cap
Yeah.
underneath, as you've seen probably most of the footage is like that. And then you could just have the ball cap on without the hood, and then eventually you can take
Yeah.
off the cap, and you take off the cap, and you're like, no.
I was going to, when I got the opportune moment to do so, I was going to comment on how he's got
Like
the
there, yeah.
curliest fucking hair I've ever
Yeah.
seen in a video game.
It just.
You know what I bet that is?
Mm.
I bet you any money that is them flexing their hair tech. It's like, oh yeah, well our hair rendering is so good, we can make curly hair look real. And credit where it's due, it's pretty good looking curly hair.
It's not bad.
Like
Yeah.
it's yeah, it's got like good geometry. It's not just like sort of bulbous with a texture that implies it on it. So
Yeah.
fair play. Their hair tech is good. But yeah, it is weird to see, almost cartoonishly curled hair
Yeah.
in something that looks pretty dramatic.
Yeah, there's a couple there's points when you see his hair where it just looks like a perm, and you're like, why does
Yeah.
the main hero have a perm? It's just a little weird. I'm not, and people will reply to that and go, well, at least it's
I have
not
curly
typical.
hair. What do you got against curly hair, bro?
Yeah,
We don't got nothing against curly hair.
no, we don't have anything against curly hair. It's just those same people will say, well, every bland white guy merges together at some point in gaming, right? Where it's just like you can't tell
That
one
is
white
true.
guy. So this one at least stands out, I guess. But it's just
I
a little.
will say that is
It's a little odd.
true.
Um,
We had a long stretch of
Generic white guy hero.
military buzz cut
Mhm.
white guy protagonists in games.
Yeah.
During like the mid to late 360 era, it was everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. So it does make him stand out, but it also kind of
Yeah.
is a little goofy at some points, but whatever. It is what it is.
Mhm.
It's just hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the story is you play as Remy, uh, re-entering the country of Hadia, which is basically a fictional European country, like a Eastern European type of country.
Yeah, he's going back to where he's originally from, right?
Yeah, he's from here. He left when he was like 4 or something like that. His mom basically smuggled him out of the country, but she stayed behind in order to get him out. And now you're returning to basically get answers, I guess, for yourself. He doesn't do a whole lot of talking in the game. He's not a silent protagonist by any stretch of the imagination, but he doesn't do a lot of talking. He does a lot of listening.
Is it like Big Boss in MGS5?
Yeah, kind of. Like he does have conversations, but they're pretty short-lived, and most of the voice acting is done by the people that you meet, because he's just really absorbing what's going on, and essentially the idea is that this country of Hadia is in the middle of a civil war between two religious factions.
It looks like it's in the middle of a little bit more than that.
Yeah, it's definitely escalated. We'll put it to you that way.
I like that choice of word.
Escalated.
Escalated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you meet ON peacekeepers, UN peacekeepers, that are trying to figure things out, but even they're basically like they've had it. And they all want out and stuff like that. And also, of course, you have these creatures, which are called Hollow Walkers, which is a dope name.
Yeah, as soon as you bring creatures into it, I understand why they'd want out.
Yeah. I won't spoil anything about the creatures. Some of it I still don't know. Even after 20 hours, there's still a lot of story.
I assume this is going to be a lot of stuff is explained sort of coming towards the end.
Yeah, and
Hopefully there won't be a 90-minute cinematic at the end like with Death Stranding.
The cinematics are very short. They're very to the point. Most of the game is gameplay, which I'll get to the gameplay in a second. But yeah, that's the gist of the story, and sort of you're just trying to figure out what's going on. And it's told from the perspective of you Remy at a table with this big dude with this big quad chin.
Yeah,
It's shown in
yeah,
the
yeah. We've
the
seen that
trailer.
in the video here.
And he's basically hooked. There he is, right there. He's basically hooked up to like a
He's,
lie detector
he's
thing,
recounting
and he's
the events of
recounting
the
what
game.
happened. Yeah. So
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to lead up to that point or what the
And
case
then you
is.
continue on from there,
Yeah.
or what?
If
Yeah,
if that's the case, it's a long stretch to get to that point.
yeah.
But and I don't even know who he is still. No idea who he is. So um yeah, so that's kind of the gist of it. Let's get to the gameplay, which is the best part of this game. So it's kind of previously been talked. We've talked about it a little bit on the show, that the sort of the
Yeah,
hook
because you
and
played the demo.
yeah. So the hook and idea of this game is that there's no map, there's no quest trackers, there's no waypoints. You are just in the world figuring shit out,
Doing your thing.
right?
Yeah.
And also we've seen the combat, which made us think that it is a Souls-like. I can confirm it is not a Souls-like. I would describe this game, and this is going to be weird, and this is what might sell a lot of people on this game, is that I would describe this game as a Zelda-like for hardcore action adventure fans.
Okay.
That's the way I would describe this game, and you'll see why in a second as I talk about it. So, and one thing that really shocked me was, would you be surprised if I told you that 50% of this game is not combat?
No, not at all.
50% of this game is combat. The other 50% is exploration and puzzle solving, which is,
yeah.
I was mind blown by that. I have been sucked in to that element of the game. And it is combat's great. So let's start with combat. Combat's great. It is Souls-like in nature. The combat, you have a stamina bar, you have a health bar, you have a mana bar, essentially, which is called limbic energy.
It like fuels your special attacks or whatever.
It fuels your magic attacks, which are called limbic. Something. But the sort of the crux of the combat system is very unique. So there's two things that make it very unique. Number one is that your stamina meter only goes up to the point at which your health currently is. So the lower your health gets, the less stamina you have in combat. So you really want to keep your health up.
I've seen stuff like that in games before. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But what makes it really unique is that after you do a combo, you're building up a combo meter, basically. It doesn't show you the combo meter, really. It's sort of just implied. And
it's invisibly tracked, yeah.
Yeah. And there is a little white circle that sort of like beacons out around you after your combo ends. And if you hit R1, which is the right bumper, at the perfect time, you will heal for a percentage of the damage that you dealt. So, so after every combo, you got to get into the habit of hitting that button at the perfect time. And when I say the combo meter is invisible, I guess I was kind of lying, because if you look at your health bar while you're doing your combo, you can see a gray bar growing in the health bar, which indicates how much you've banked from the combo. And if you hit R1, that's what restores. That's the life that restores on your health bar and your stamina bar.
I like the sound of this mechanic.
Yeah, so when you guys watch me play the prologue, I suck. I suck at it, but you do get better at it, and you do have to practice at it. One of the things that I was really fearful of in the beginning of the game was combat, because I just wasn't getting it. And every single time you see an enemy in this game, in the early going, you're like, oh, you just want to avoid it. Not because the combat's bad, but because it's just scary. It's just a scary experience. And there's a little horror element, a little fear element to these enemies, right? With the way that they move and how they look and the sound. It's all atmospheric, right? But once you get into like a rhythm, the combat feels great. It's just like, and it's got parrying, it's got blocking, it's got dodging, it's got combos, it's got heavy attacks, it's got two sets of special abilities. So when you hold down L2, you can access 4 abilities that are linked to. Three of them are linked to your magic, your limbic energy, which you equip on your weapon that you're using. Each weapon
Okay.
that you have equipped can have 3 different magic spells, which you find in the world. Which again, exploration. You want to explore because you want to
Hmm.
find that shit, right? You can't buy it. There's no store to buy stuff. There's no
No.
economy in this game. You have to find everything. Uh, and then the fourth one is sort of an active relic, they call it, that you can equip, which does some sort of special move with a really long cooldown. So it's like a super move, basically.
Okay.
And then if you hold down R2, you get the 4 face buttons that do drone cooldowns. So you've seen the little drone that follows him
Yeah.
around. The drone's actually cool. I didn't notice until like 5 hours into the game, but the drone kind of you can't really tell from from looking at that, but the drone is kind of like a bat. The two
Oh, okay.
spinners at the front are kind of like its wings, and when it parks on
All
your
right.
back, it has 2 little like feet that kind of sit on your back, almost like a bird or like a
Oh,
bat or
okay.
something. It's kind of interesting. um
That's cute.
yeah, and then it has you find drone enhancements throughout the story. You start with distract, which is probably the most useful one in the game. Which, if in combat, when you face one on one, it's pretty easy. But when you get multiple enemies, like any Souls, like, you kind of have to play carefully and position yourself
Yeah.
correctly and all that stuff. But you can assign your drone to distract one of them, so that you don't have to worry about it. He just
Okay.
keeps him busy for varying amounts of time based on the level of the creature that you're trying to distract.
Sure.
And then the other three slots are stuff you find in the environment. So I've got one that the drone will land on my back and like supercharge me forward. So it's like zoom,
Oh,
and you do like a stab through multiple enemies. I've got one where he lands on me and then spins me around. So you just hold out your blade and
that's a
go.
drone stinger
And I
from
don't.
Devil May Cry.
Yeah,
Stinger, the forward lunge.
the forward lunge. Yeah, exactly right. I don't remember the other one I've got for him. Oh, he picks you up and then you attack from above. But there's
Oh, and so
tons
they've got
of
aerial rave in there as well.
yeah, exactly. You come down with your sword. It,
these are
it
these are all just DMC moves.
it's just really cool that it attaches to you and does things for you. Like, it makes you do
Mhm.
these things, right? There's a bunch of other moves, but those are the ones that I've been sort of using. They're also all upgradable, and by upgradable, I mean if you find more copies of them in the world, it upgrades the level of those.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And then the weapons also upgrade uh, as you use them, and also there's a character in the game that you can talk to that you can use some of the items that you find to upgrade them even further. Um, there's also as part of the limbic system, there are 4 different elements, we'll say.
Yeah, sure.
Um, it's basically red, blue, green, and yellow, and they represent rage, ecstasy, grief, and terror.
Okay.
I haven't been able to figure out particularly if like one color is good against another color,
Yeah.
because the enemies use those things against you. And you can tell by the color of them, but I haven't really been able to figure out, like, is this color better against this color? It's never really explained. So I've
Yeah.
just kept to one color for the most part, but I feel like there's probably some sort
Yeah,
of
there's got to be.
square
Because
system.
otherwise, why would they distinguish them as a gameplay mechanic?
The only other reason to distinguish them is that certain magic attacks only work if your weapon is attuned to that color. you,
Okay.
you can attune your weapons to the 4 different colors and unlock specific attacks, and then some of them are for all of them. There's like neutral attacks as well. Um, and then there's like 4 weapon types. I think you got like you start with like just the single sword, which I think they keep showing in this.
Yeah,
But
yeah, they're showing it.
but then there's like the 2-handed sword. There's a sort of a glaive. There's two axes that you hold, one in each hand. I think I might be forgetting one. But they all act and fight differently. It's really cool. I've stuck with the sword just because I got used to it in the early game.
Yeah,
But
that's the thing that happens a lot with me.
yeah. Um, but you can find duplicates of the swords. So like I have one sword that's red and one sword that's green, so I can switch between
Okay.
them. You can switch on the fly between two weapons. So you like Diablo basically. So you have two weapons that you can on the fly switch between, and they each have a separate magic meter as well. So if you run out of magic on one, you can swap to the other one. If you're out.
To switch.
Yeah. So there's that. So that's combat. Obviously, I'm being very positive about it. It's very fun. My nitpick / gripe with the combat is that enemy variety is very low. I'm 20 hours into it, and there's maybe 4 enemy types.
Really?
It's pretty low.
That's strange.
Yeah, it's pretty low. Now there's different combinations of them. So all those like hollow walkers that you see, the white guys, they also have a not all of them, but many of them have a one of those 4 colors in them, and you can't kill the hollow walker until you kill the thing that's in them. And when you engage them, you can see it in some of the footage there. This giant freak of nature creature that's made up of like all sorts of weird shapes and colors. It's very weird. I'll see if I can point it out in the footage here. But you have to kill that before you can kill the hollow walker. And if you get like multiple hollow walkers that have those things in them, combat can get a little crazy. But they're all different. All the colors do different attacks and stuff like that. So I guess technically there's 8. There's 4 hollow walker types, and then there's the 4 things that come out of them. So I guess 8.
Yeah, that's technicality.
Yeah. So that's a little disappointing. Even the bosses are just like super versions of the hollow walkers.
That's really disappointing.
Yeah, that's that. The first boss was a super version of that. The second boss was really cool. Now, by second boss, I mean like you can do things in any order in this game. Again, there's no quest trackers or anything like that. So this is like a true open go wherever you want type game. It does kind of push you to go in certain areas.
In certain directions.
Yeah, which I've been following just because the difficulty spikes if you tend to deviate from that that path. But the second boss that I fought was much more interesting. It is more hollow walkers and stuff like that, but there's a spin on it that I won't spoil that made for a much more interesting boss fight. So, there's that. I don't know what the other bosses are going to be like. I think that's it for combat. Combat, it's fun. I like combat. It's always scary. It's always freaky, and it's always fun. I haven't gotten bored of it by any stretch of the imagination. Okay. But it is disappointing that there's so few types. Is there only 4? There might be 5, but it's not double digits. I can tell you that. Okay, so let's get to the other half of the gameplay, which is the exploration puzzles. And this is the part of the game that really hooked me. And I'll give you a perfect example of what I mean by great puzzle solving and great world building. This is a game where you have to pay the fuck attention. If you don't pay attention, you're gonna get fucked. You have to pay attention. There are subtle things that you need to just be aware of that you might not think are valid, important points, but later on you're like, oh shit, that like just little things. And I'll give you an example. The first character you meet in the game is just this farmer guy. You don't really learn a whole lot from him, just some of the basics of the game. He kind of just introduces you to the world and says what's going on, what from his perspective, right? And you don't really think much of it. It's just like, okay, cool. You go on, you continue, and you don't really think about him again. Probably 5 to 10 hours into the game, I meet a nun who's hiding from the one of the religious military people, and she's got like an orphaned baby where her mom was killed in the war, and so she's been taking care of them. But she knows that if the military people from this other side finds her, they're gonna kill this baby. So she's protecting him or her. I'm not really sure. But the problem is it's crying now because she's ran out of milk. Her milk supply that she's had, that she brought down with her into this area, has ran out. So this baby's crying. And by the way, sound. Remember how I said it has good sound? When I was exploring this area, I could hear a faint baby cry from pretty far away because this area was so echoey. I was like, is that a baby? And I stopped. Okay. I stopped for like 20 seconds going like, that's a baby. What the fuck? And then explored the rest of this area and then eventually found her and the baby. And like I said, the sound is just so good. And so one of the core mechanics of this game, I don't even know if I would say core mechanics, but one of the most entertaining parts of this game is there are quests. They call them good deeds. And it's basically you help out people that are victims of this war, basically. And they all want something different, right? They all need something different. And she needs milk for the baby. And you're like, where the fuck am I going to find milk? And so your brain instantly goes to like, okay, did I meet anybody? Did I see anything? Do I have it in my inventory already? No, I don't have it in my inventory. Where could it be? And then I don't think about it for like another 3 hours. And I somehow, for whatever reason, I can't remember why, I go back to that character. Clicked. No, I go back to that guy on the farm. And I talk to him for some other reason. I think I found his son or something like that. And as I'm talking to him, I look to my right, and on the table right next to him is a glass of milk. And I'm like, now that's weird. So then I choose one of the dialogue options, and he gives me a glass of milk or a bottle of milk. And I'm like, oh, wait, there was that lady that I met like 3 hours ago. I got to give her the milk. Cool. And then as I'm leaving the farm, that's when it clicked. I was like, because as I was leaving the farm, I was like, how the fuck would I have known that he would have milk? And then as I leave the farm, I look to my left out the gate, and there's a cow. And I remember going to the cow going, can I pet it? And then I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, okay, so this game needs you to pay the fuck attention. All right. And then it just continues to do small stuff like that constantly. The papers that you pick up have like journal writings in them. And usually, I would say 90% of the time, there's something in those journal entries that you need to be aware of. Another example I could give is you find a bunch of like random paintings and stuff. You find journal entries all the time, but I found a couple of paintings, right? I get into this basement. And there's a lock on the door, like one of those like key locks, and it's got a 6-digit code. And I'm like, fuck, it's one of these stupid things. What the fuck is the code? It's going to be in some journal entry in the myriad of journals that I found. So I look at the paintings because on the wall in the room, there is like, you know how if you leave a painting up for too long, it gives you that like etch in the wall, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's 3 of them on there, and I'm like, huh. And they're all different shapes. So I look at my inventory and I look at the paintings and I'm like, can I put this here? Yep, I can put this here. Okay, cool. Cool. Nothing happens. I'm like, okay, hold on. I get the gist of this game. What's going on? And then I look at the pictures again, and they have one thing in common. They all have a car in them. And each car has a number on it. Or two-digit numbers on it. So I look at the first painting. I'm like, all right, 64 or whatever the number is. I look at the second painting. I'm like, all right, 27. I'm like, all right. I look at the third one. There's mud covering the fucking number on the car. And I'm like, okay.
Time to brute force it.
No. I'm like, that's not how this game works. There's something somewhere where that number exists. And they wouldn't make you force it. There's something somewhere. And I looked at the car and I went, wait a minute. I think I just passed that car outside. So I go outside, and sure fucking enough, the car is right there. Number is clear as day. Went back inside. Boop, 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 door opens. I'm like, I love this game. I love this game. I love how it doesn't explicitly tell you, like a quest pops up and goes, find the code, and then references the paintings or something like that. There's no hand-holding. You just gotta pay the fuck attention. There's not even any like log entries for like cinematics. So like if you have a cinematic and you have a conversation with somebody, there's nothing that logs it. There's nothing that says, "Hey, this person said this." You have to remember this shit or write it down. Now, that might be a problem for some people because some people's attention spans are, less than what might be required for something like this, and they might not want
It's a
to.
problem for me because I never know like what the when something is supposed to be important. Like sometimes I do, but like when a character says something like, "Oh yeah, I'm from wherever originally," it's like, and then they come back later in the game. It's like, prove that it's really you. Where am I from? It's like, I don't fucking know. I don't remember. I thought you were just making small talk. Like I never know. I never know when a subtle detail is supposed to be important, and I can't keep track of that shit in my head.
So I will say, and that doesn't happen in the game. There's none of that like trickery
Okay.
bullshit where it's like, hey, this conversation from 15 hours ago. Remember where I'm from. There's nothing cheap like that. Everything is cleverly designed, like the painting thing that I'm
Do you
talking about.
remember? Did you ever beat Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles?
I barely even played it.
Okay. So because memory is a big theme of that game,
Hmm.
the final boss fight has phases that quiz you on things that happened in
Oh,
the game, and it's like how many soldiers were running around the loaf of bread
oh
in that cinematic
no.
that you saw like 100 hours ago. I was
Oh,
like, oh God, fucking come on.
that's
Now
yeah,
it doesn't prevent you from beating the game if you don't remember the answer. It just spawns
punishes
more
you.
enemies.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, no, it's definitely not like that. It is way more clever. I could give you 1,000 awesome little things like that, and sometimes like going back to those good deeds where people ask you for something like the milk. Most of the time, it's not going to be apparent right away, or the item that you're looking for might not even be in the same area. You might find it like 6 hours later and be like, someone needed this. Who the fuck was it? And you gotta kind of like, you gotta pay attention to that stuff, right? Um, it's usually pretty obvious. Like I haven't had a thing where I'm like, who needed this? Um, now this is where one of my gripes comes in, but your mileage may vary on this one. I don't have a huge problem with this, but I can see a lot of people getting really frustrated because of it. And that is the aforementioned absence of a map. It
Yeah, I need a map. My sense of direction is terrible.
it does have a compass, but it does not have
Uh,
a map.
I need more than a compass.
Now, it is not an open world game. I know it does look like it's an open world game. It is not. It is an open zone game. So the way it works is that there are essentially areas that you go to. I'm trying to think of like an amalgamous to compare it to. But they're all self-contained areas, right?
Yeah, the original Stalker is like that.
I never played it, so I can't confirm. Um, they're almost like mini open worlds, just a lot of
Yeah,
them.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Um, and the way that you get around, so there is a world map in order to get from place to place, and you unlock more places as you progress through the game.
Hmm.
Because you're basically traveling around Hadia, the country.
Yeah.
Um, so that could be frustrating. Some of the areas are much smaller than others. Some are much bigger. It kind of just depends on the level that you're in. Um, with that being said, I have had 2 or 3 moments where I'm like, I know that fucking chest is around here. I have the goddamn key for it. Where's the fucking chest? And I'm just wandering around looking for it. I have had a couple of those moments where I'm like, a map would be really fucking nice right now. Where is that goddamn map? Even if it's just a blank map where I can put custom pins in or something like that.
Yeah.
So that does get a little frustrating. In fact, right now in the game, I have an item where I'm like, okay, I know what this is for. Where the fuck was that? And I haven't been able to figure out where it is. And the bigger issue with that is something that will probably piss you off pretty highly when I reveal this problem.
Okay.
is that some of the good deeds that you can do for people expire.
Oh yeah.
They're not time limit based. I think they're based on the act that you're in. So if you go, I think there's 3 acts. I'm in Act 2 right now, and when I went from Act 1 to Act 2, I went back to 2 people that I found their items for, and well, let's just say I can't give them to them anymore. I won't.
Yeah.
I won't
Yeah.
spoil anything, but I can't give them their item anymore.
Yeah.
And
I bet.
and when you realize that they're not there, it does pop up. Good deed failed, and now you just can't accomplish it anymore. In accomplishing the good
Yeah,
deeds, you get rewards.
I wish they
So
would tell you that shit ahead of time.
yeah, it's a little unfortunate. At the same time, though, because of the world building that they do so well, it did impact me. Like, again, without spoiling anything, when I went back to the first guy and tried to give him the item and I couldn't, I was like, oh shit. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, but the thing about that is that you never know, like, within the bounds of the game's rules, what it is. I would like the game to at least define the boundaries of its rules. Like, hey, things will expire under the right conditions. Like, let me know that that is possible to, like, that's a thing that can happen in the game, at the very least. You
The
know?
only
Or tell me that there's a point of no return in the game.
the
Right?
the flip side of that is that it did have like an emotional impact on me when I realized this. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
but no emotional impact is worth me being pissed off because it was like, oh, I did this thing and now I'm gonna double back. Oh, I didn't even know that the game would expire things in real life, because real life things have a time limit. Like in real life, that milk's gonna go bad if you don't refrigerate it or whatever. But in video
Mhm.
games, the rules are different, right? So like,
Yeah.
let me know at least let me know what the framework of the rules is,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, I think I would have less of an issue with it if I knew that that good deed was accomplishable within that period of time. You know what I mean? Because like I said, some items I don't find until like 6 hours later, and I'm like, oh shit. But sometimes that's too late. But it doesn't change the fact that I could have found it. I just didn't
Mhm.
see it or find it or look in that direction or whatever the case is. So for me personally, I don't mind it because it did have the emotional impact on me, and now I take even more care about checking everywhere that I possibly can before I move on to, like, you can tell, you can tell when you're going to be progressing, like, the story.
Okay.
So, you know, but it didn't warn me ahead of time that first time. So like if you went into this game knowing that there are clear cutoff points, there is no doubt that you would know what those cutoff points
Yeah.
are. Now that I've told you, I'll put it to you that way.
Yeah, but the game should set, like, hey, here are the ground rules.
No, I
There
understand
are
what you
things
mean.
that will expire.
No, I understand what you mean. Um, Yeah, I don't mind though. I didn't lose a whole lot of stuff, at least not that I'm aware of yet. I don't typically go back to all these people, but there is like a town and there's like a hub and where most of the people are that you're doing good deeds for and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, so that is something that might curb some people's anger a little bit. But I found it a little bit refreshing because I am so very, very rarely emotionally moved by something in a video game that when that happens, I'm like, you know what? I don't mind in this particular case. For at least in this particular case, there's obvious, situations like Final Fantasy 16's weapon that I couldn't get because fuck me, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
Oh yeah, there's one in Final Fantasy 12 like that, by the way.
Oh, great, thanks.
And it's tied to what chests you don't open.
Oh, that's fucking stupid. I won't even pay attention to that.
So if you want to get the game's best weapon, you better have a guide.
No, that's not gonna happen. Um. So yeah, there is that, but just the puzzles are so cleverly done. I can't fault it for anything. I can't fault the game for me not finding X, because usually it's just I didn't look to the left because I'm an idiot. You know what I mean? And there's puzzles that you will find that you will have no fucking clue how to solve. Like I'm not talking about like this item needs to be delivered to this person. I'm talking like Zelda-like puzzles. Like there are quote dungeons in this game. That's where it gets really Zelda-y. Like I was walking through a dungeon, and on the walls there was those like what do they call them, braziers?
Yeah.
Called braziers on the wall, the torches that are like hooked to the wall.
Yeah.
And there was two of them right next to each other, and I could turn them. They could like be turned on an angle.
Yeah, that's a fucking puzzle right there.
And there was just two of them, so I'm like, I'm going like left, right. Is there some sort of fucking sequence here? And nothing happened, and I'm like, huh, that's fucking weird. And I just kind of gave up and moved on. And then I was in a different dungeon, and I saw two more of them, and I'm like, what are these fucking things? Why are they here? Like, is it just like a thing that you could just turn torches? It's got to be something. Turns out it is something. I'm not going to say what it is, but it turns out they are something. And there's just lots of those little mysteries and little puzzles, and just I'm just sucked in. I'm immersed. Everywhere you look, there's something. Yeah, I fucking love it, dude. Fucking love this game, and I'm only halfway through, if that, maybe. It's great. I don't even know what more I can say to sell people on this game. It's fantastic. Yeah, like I said, there is some gripes, there is some little things, but none of them are foundational. None of them are game breaking. None of them are, going to cause a huge disturbance in the force.
Yeah,
they're all something that can be improved upon in a sequel, which I really hope there is, because I fucking love this game, man. Yeah. Trying to think of anything else I want to say about it. Been gushing about it for a bit. Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like you've covered it pretty thoroughly.
Yeah, it's so good. I want to get back to playing it right meow. It's really good. So yeah, highly recommend Hell is Us. I can't wait to play more, and I'll give more thoughts once I beat the game, which I hope I'm going to be able to beat it before I have to take it back. Yeah. Yeah. Can't wait to play more. All right, Andrew, do you know what time it is?
Yeah, it's actually time for me to get up for a second. So you're going to have to do a little dance. Here I go. I'm walking around. Going into my kitchen.
Oh, we get to listen to commentary now.
Grabbing myself what I need. And now I'm coming back. Just get around all my stuff. Yeah, so I didn't eat, so I'm grabbing a fucking cereal bar.
Jesus.
Here, let's do some ASMR. I'm just gonna.
Oh God.
Open it up. Hear the crinkle of the wrapper. Wait, is this ASMR or mukbang? I don't know. Oh fuck no!
I don't know what mukbang is, and I don't think I want to know. I'll stick with ASMR.
I think it's
no.
I think it's mukbang now. It's like a video of somebody eating, and just.
Well, we can't see you.
Yeah, so that's why I don't know, because it's just audio.
It's just bang. There's no muck.
It's not much of a bang if there's no muck.
Oh God! Wow. If I was eating right now, it wouldn't be a good thing. All right, what time is it?
I'm eating right now. It's water time.
It's letter time. It's letter time. And we have a funny one. We have a funny letter this week. This one's good.
That's
good.
And
it's from someone new. There are no survivors. Writes in.
This is funny? That sounds ominous.
No, their letter's funny because it's very short. Ready?
Well, yeah, because there's no survivors.
That's true. That was it. That was their letter. It's empty. No, his or her letter says mobile gaming. Go. Yeah, we don't talk about mobile gaming really on this show.
I don't really play a lot of mobile games.
No. Mobile gaming is just all about just milking you for money. I don't think it's.
I mean, nowadays, yeah, it kind of is.
Remember the days when mobile gaming was all about trying to transfer console games to the phone? Like, remember that Epic game? What was that one called?
Infinity Blade.
Infinity Blade, yeah. Like, they did, like, there were so many attempts to do that kind of stuff.
That one was okay. That was alright. Okay. It's stuff like where they put virtual buttons on the screen.
Oh, God, that stuff sucks so bad.
Although I will say, I did have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 like that, and I 100%ed the game.
I should slap you right now. I should slap you. Yeah, mobile gaming. They tried to make it into a thing. For some strange reason, they still put out like Resident Evil 4 and like big AAA console and PC games on mobile.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
know what the logic behind that is.
Like, who's buying that?
If you have apparently not a lot, because apparently those that mobile version of what was it, RE7 or 8 or whatever, apparently did really, really badly.
Yeah, like who wants to play a game like that on their phone? Like, even if you have a backbone, you've heard of the backbone controller, I assume.
Yeah, it's like the controller
attaches to your phone. Even if you have a backbone, the game is designed for a TV or a PC monitor. The UI must be shit on those versions.
Yeah, I imagine it's got to be pretty bad.
I just don't understand why they do that. Now, that being said, there are good mobile games, but they are very few.
You got to design them. You got to design them with the hardware in mind.
Yeah.
So stuff like Angry Birds or Bad Piggies that is a very touch-based interface. Stuff that you can really pick up and play. Those are great. That kind of stuff is great. Fruit Ninja, one of my all-time favorite mobile games. Delightful game.
Yeah, that was good.
And simple enough that a child can play it. My niece loves Fruit Ninja.
Plants vs. Zombies. Great mobile game. But like, in terms of like modern mobile gaming, I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you the first thing. It feels like they're all just like games designed by one person with just the simplest bullshit, just to put ads in it and make as much money as they possibly can. Like, it just, you get the occasional, like, I would say like 90% of the market is like the what's the fucking match 3 games, like Royal Kingdom and Bejeweled and all that shit. It's just like the 80th.
Yeah, well, those are easy to make.
Yeah, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't understand the appeal of looking at something this small when I can look at a fucking 75-inch television. I mean, if you're not home, I guess in a pinch, but like, if I'm out,
it's great for when you're like waiting for the bus or something.
Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know. Maybe it's just not for me. I think I'm never really in a position where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna whip out my phone and play a match of whatever. I've occasionally got sucked into like Clash Royale and like Clash of Clans and that kind of bullshit, but I quickly fade out of them because I'm just like, why is it? You know what's funny actually is that my personal favorite mobile games are all tablet games, like specifically designed for the tablet. You probably never played any of these, but Assassin's Creed Recollection was
I never played that.
It was a card game, like a it wasn't a tabletop or tabletop card game. It was like specifically designed as a video game card game. Where like you put cards in and there was like a timeline consistently going, so it was like almost like a conveyor belt type of battle system. It was very cool. It was single player only, which was really cool too. And then the other one I used to play was Pulse, it was called, and it was a music rhythm game where like old school Radar, I guess probably current school Radar, I guess, where it's like where it does the dot in the middle and the blips go out.
Yeah.
So Pulse was that, but it had various other lines, other circles going around the dot, and the pulse would go out, and each line would have dots on it, and you had to hit the dots when the pulse hit the dots, and it was to the music, and it was fucking awesome, and it was all custom music, like all like electronic synth and all that kind of stuff. It was sick. It was really, really good. But I'm picturing that game and I'm going, that game wouldn't work on console. That game wouldn't work on a phone because it's too small.
Yeah, the screen's too small.
You need a tablet for that kind of game, right? So like I like those ones. But honestly, like phone games, like the best thing that's ever happened to me in mobile gaming for phones is finding a game that's on mobile that's better on PC.
Yeah.
Like I find tower defense games on there.
I played Fallout Shelter for a little while.
Oh yeah, it was okay. Yeah, that's still going. Crazy. I can't really think of anything else that I really played on mobile. Yeah, Pulse is always the one that comes to mind as like one of my favorite mobile games. By mobile, I mean tablet only. And I'm pretty sure it was only on the Apple Store, which really pisses me off. Because I'd love to see that on. You know what else was on the Apple Store? Was this game? I think it was just called Planes, and you basically managed like an airline. But it was so perfectly designed for mobile, where you would send the plane to wherever, but it was like real time. So,
okay.
So it wasn't this game where you're constantly having to check your phone. It would like give you a notification when your plane got to London, you know? So you'd be like, oh shit, my plane got to London.
You're playing air traffic controller.
Yeah, it was super cool. It was like, oh sweet, I'll cash in all that money from all those passengers. All right, where's the next plane? And then you create like an empire. Again, stuck on Apple Store, so I couldn't play it once I switched over to Android. But that was a really cool game. But yeah, modern mobile gaming. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels like a lot of like junk food gaming to me.
Yeah.
I think that's all I really have to say on that. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think that pretty well covers it. It's an ecosystem that is that has potential, but unfortunately, most of it is wasted to just try and bilk you out of money with microtransactions and stuff.
Yeah, not for us. Alrighty, thank you for writing in. There are no survivors.
Yes. Thank you for writing in those who are not left.
No. Please join the Discord server. All these people that write in are not on our Discord server.
No. Do you want somebody with a name like that in the Discord? There will be none of us left.
That's true.
We'll all die.
That's true. Why are there no survivors? What happened?
We'll never know because there's no survivors to tell us.
Then who wrote in?
I don't know. That's why it's freaking me out so much.
It's a letter from beyond the grave.
Yeah, maybe somebody, the last person, wrote it, and then they died right after they put it, in the. I was gonna say mailbox, but I guess it's an email, so in the email box.
How old are we? Oh God.
God, fuck yeah, I know.
All right, let's move on. All right, let's get into
39 in a month.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah,
that's scary. You're old.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the Metacritic Check-In. And we start with the remaster of Siberia. Did you ever play Siberia?
No, I always wanted to, but it was never high on my list of priorities because it's it's kind of like a missed sort of puzzly game.
Yeah, I played it when it came out actually, like a long time ago. I think it came out in like 99.
Yeah,
something like that. But I liked it.
That sounds about right.
It was good. I didn't play any of the other ones, and then like just recently I realized that there was like 6 games in the series.
Yeah, they made a few of them.
Yeah, I played a demo for the most recent one, which was like a full 3D third-person game, and oof, it was rough. But the classic ones are pretty good though. Siberia Remastered critically has a 72. User score of a 64 though. I'm not sure why, because they're in French. So, couldn't tell you why. All right, what else we got? Luminous Arise, released on the 11th, and it's doing pretty well.
I gotta be honest, I don't really like this game. It's so basic.
I think I played the original on, was it PSP or Vita? I can't remember.
It's PSP.
PSP, and
I think it might have even been a PSP launch title. It was early.
Yeah, it was early. It was definitely right. I don't understand. I didn't really understand it. I was like, I don't understand the appeal of this. It's weird. What's with this line? You know?
Yeah, it's super super basic. I get it, but it's just too simple to me. You know, you make squares.
You make squares, and then the line destroys them, I guess.
Yep.
But it's doing well, sitting at an 86 critically, and an 83 user score. Early reviews, but this is by the same guys who made Tetris Effect. As you can probably tell from the visual style.
Yeah, I can tell. It's pretty apparent.
Yeah. What else we got? We got Possessors. Possessors came out on the 11th as well. This is the Metroidvania game with the very cool sort of cartoon art style. Early reviews sitting at a 72 critically. No user scores yet. This one I've been watching because I played the demo and I was like, this is pretty good. But it's I don't know if this has any actual gameplay in it or not. Yep, it does. There we go. But I like the art style. It's very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But 72, that's not bad.
Could be better, but it's not terrible.
Yeah. Let's see what are the critiques here. Unpleasant controls and an unremarkable Metroid level structure. I didn't find the controls in the demo bad, so I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's like some of the more advanced stuff later down the line gets a little bit too weird. I don't know. I do want to try it though, so I'll provide feedback in the future on that one. We both played this next one. This is Winterborough. This came out 2 days ago. This is the cozy mouse crafting little bit of combat game. It's doing worse than I thought it was going to. Early reviews, though. Sitting at a 65 critically and a 68 user score. So, not terrible. It would...
yeah, I mean, like I said, it's basically Don't Starve, but with a mouse.
Yeah, that's probably I actually think I would probably like this better than Don't Starve. Don't Starve felt very empty to me. Like it was a lot of... It felt not crafted. Like it was just wandering around open fields all the time.
Yeah. This definitely has more of a story structure to it. But it's just like gameplay wise, it's very much like Don't Starve. It's
yeah, I would say so.
It's a very pretty game. I like the presentation. You know, I like the overall vibe that they've got going on. But I mean, it's another crafting survival game.
Yeah, but cozy. Apparently, I guess it's pretty short. That appears to be one of the critiques as well. Which I mean, a game like this doesn't need to be super long. But it is on Game Pass, so I'll probably give it some more time. And whenever I get through LSS, and then Astrobot's on my next on my docket. So although I can't imagine that taking super long. It's it's a platformer. Next up is Anno 117 Pax Romana. Terrible name, but it is getting great reviews, sitting at an 84 critically. It just came out.
People like those games.
It just came out yesterday. So there's no user scores, but 84 is pretty damn good. It's getting a lot of 9s and 10s. I've never really played this series. It's sort of one of those. Yeah, I love city builders. But for some reason, this series has always just kind of evaded me. But it does look really sharp. So maybe I will try it. It's also got some light RTS elements, which I'm not usually a fan of, but they do stress that it's light RTS elements. So I doubt I will end up giving this one a try, but you never know. Maybe it'll come to Ubisoft Classics one day, and I'll be able to try it there. We'll talk about this one in the news a little bit, but Black Ops 7 came out today as of this recording, November 14th. Surprisingly sitting at an 84 critically, but I think that is a lot to do with the multiplayer, because there are some problems with the single player, which we'll get into in the news.
Ooh.
Ominous. Indeed. And then finally, Where Winds Meet, the new free-to-play MMORPG, is out as well as of today. So no user scores, but sitting at a 73, which isn't amazing. But yeah, I mean it's not a game for me, so I can't really comment. But
yeah,
apparently it's big in China. Whatever, for whatever that's worth.
I mean, if you're big in China, you don't really need to be big anywhere else. There's a lot of people live there, a lot of customers.
Indeed. What the hell is happening in this footage? I do not know. It looked like they noticed the player was watching them. That was weird.
Trying to flirt while the frame rate is having a fit.
The frame rate is probably me.
Yeah, probably.
I've noticed on a couple of Let's Plays that the footage looks worse than than what I'm actually playing. So I take that as a caveat, people. Any footage you see in here might be frame rate ishy when it's not actually that way.
That's the technical term.
Yeah, that's the technical term I'm going to use. And that's it for the Metacritic Check-In.
Batteries ran out.
It did. All right, let's get into the news. And as always, we start off with the sad news. I don't know if you heard about this. I'm assuming you did. You're pretty big.
I did, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Tatsuya Nagamine? Did I say that right? Tatsuya Nagamine?
Sounds right to me.
Okay. Has reportedly passed away. He was in his early 50s. It doesn't say in this article, but I believe it was cancer, unfortunately. But he's not, I wouldn't say he's, normally we wouldn't cover this particular thing, but it's kind of video game adjacent. It's geek culture adjacent. He's obviously worked on some majorly popular anime series like what we're seeing here, One Piece, Dragon Ball, Digimon.
Yeah, I believe he was the animation director for a bunch of episodes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't have a whole lot to say just because I don't really watch anime, but I know you do, and I know it's a big deal to a lot of people. So, yeah, rest in peace, Tetsuya. If it was indeed cancer, like I've read, fuck you, cancer. Fuck you, cancer. Anyway, quite frankly.
Yeah.
And rest in peace.
Yes.
All right, let's get to the biggest news of the week, which is absolutely crazy. Valve came out of nowhere, blew its load all over the gaming industry.
All right. Settle down.
And has revealed 3 new pieces of hardware.
New pieces of hardware. They're all kind of upgrades to things that have existed previously.
Yeah, but they are new pieces of hardware. New Steam controller, new Steam VR headset, and new Steam machine. Let's pick this apart piece by piece because there's a lot to say here. So let's start with the Steam machine. That's kind of the big one, I think.
Why don't we start with the controller? Because I think the controller is probably the most straightforward thing.
Yeah. There it is. Written.
Yeah, it's a controller. Yeah. It's basically all the inputs from the Steam Deck.
Yes.
In controller form.
Yeah.
It looks a hell of a lot better than the original Steam controller.
God, that thing
I hated that thing.
I mean, this thing looks like the Duke, though.
Yeah, it does look kind of silly. But,
it's pretty big.
I mean, that's what you got to do to get all that stuff, within reach. Is you kind of got to put it all together like that.
I didn't have time
Um,
to like watch any like hardware YouTubers or anything like that, but I did watch IGN's
I did.
30-minute hands-on, and they said they liked the controller. So
Yeah.
they said it's good.
There's
Now,
there's apparently some capacitive stuff, so like you can have it so that depending on how you hold the controller, enables or disables gyro aiming. It's also got gyro, by the way.
mhm.
Oh, if you hold it in a certain way, you can have that be, toggle the gyro aiming and then, let go of it in a certain way and it disables gyro aiming. I like that, just to, because normally you have to sort of change up your grip on it anyway
Mhm.
for that. So making that like some kind of input, I think is a really smart idea.
Yeah, I do have two questions about this thing though. That,
Okay.
well, maybe not questions, but I do have one thing I don't like, and then another thing that I'm like, mm, did we need to do that? So number one is the I hate the buttons on the back. I hate that shit. I know
Yeah.
maybe more complicated hardcore gamers like that stuff for customizing their controller and stuff, but I just find they get in the way. I hate them. I hate the back controllers or the back buttons. So the fact that it has that, that sucks to
Hey,
me.
you can just disable them.
Yeah, but they still feel them. You still press them by
Oh, you,
accident and
you,
all that
you
shit.
just don't like the sensation.
Yeah, I just don't like that they're there at all.
Okay.
Like I just don't want them
Yeah.
there. Yeah, and then the other thing is
That's fine. You
this.
can just continue to use an Xbox controller. That's what I'm
That's
doing.
true. Yeah, that's absolutely true. You can't use any controller with the Steam machine. Um, so the other thing is this. I'm like, okay, it's got a dongle, a wireless dongle, and you
Mhm.
can connect up to 4 controllers with it, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
And it also acts as a charger for the controller. So this controller does not have batteries. It has a rechargeable thing, which means when it's end of life, it's
Well,
end of
it has
life.
a battery, but it has a lithium ion cell. It's not like standard double A's.
No, yeah, it has a rechargeable system, just like a PlayStation 5 controller does. Um, but why a dongle? I understand the technology. The technology is basically the Steam Link thing, where it uses 2.4 gigahertz, so it's a little bit faster than like Bluetooth latency. But is anyone really gonna care? To the point where you got this extra USB thing to plug in? Like why like
Um,
I would have just made it
I mean, well,
Bluetooth.
it's basically a docking station for it because you you
It
you put it
is.
on and the magnets attach it and it charges. So it's just a convenient way of, hey, well, we have slightly faster response times in the charger that we were probably going to have already anyway.
I guess it's
You know?
just it's one more USB port that you have to figure out. Like anything that I charge it at like a separate station somewhere else. Like I have enough shit to plug into my computer, you know.
I mean, the
Um,
Steam machine's got enough I/O on it that
that's
I mean, we'll get
true.
to that when we see
If
it. But
that's true, this thing is designed with the Steam machine in mind. Really, it is what it comes
Mhm.
down to. So I guess I get that point of view. I guess I'm just picturing this thing on my PC, and I'm just like, eh. Like I don't know. It's fine. It is what it is. You know.
I mean, I have my Xbox controller connected by the cable, so it's always plugged into my PC. So this would just
Mm,
replace that if I were to get one.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, it's very situational. I feel like this
Yep.
controller is very situational in
Yeah,
general.
and remember, this is of course because it's targeting the Steam machine. Obviously, you can use it anywhere that you could use an
Hmm.
X input controller, but um, the idea is that this thing will live, in the living room,
Hmm.
right? Not on your desk. It'll be in the living room. So when it's like the Switch, right? You dock it and it charges there. Here you put it on the puck, and when you're done playing, and then you pick it up and hit the button, and it turns on the Steam machine, and
Hmm.
you're off to the races.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. If you specifically pair it with the Steam machine, it makes total sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, and it is meant to be a pick up and put down thing instead of having to fiddle with like getting the plug in the port. It's just set it
Hmm.
down and the magnets do the work.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about the controller. It looks bulky to me, but people are saying
Mhm.
hands on that it's comfortable. So again, the thing that completely deletes it from my view, my purchasability is the buttons on the back. It's an instant deal breaker for me. I hate it.
Yeah, and that's fair. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't like it, you don't like it.
Yep. All right, let's move on to Steam Frame. Maybe leave the big one for last, I guess.
I think the Steam Frame is the big thing. Let's do
Really?
the Steam Machine next.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. I don't know if it's yeah, here it is. Steam Machine.
Yeah.
Steam Machine.
So
Steam Machine.
oh my god, I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah, I was waiting to see if you remembered that. Right.
Yeah, Road Rash 64.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
so yes,
it's a GameCube.
Steam Machine. Yeah, it is the Gabe Cube.
The Gabe Cube. Yeah.
Yeah.
It you know what it looks like? It looks like the bottom half of an Xbox Series X. It looks like they cut.
That's exactly what I was thinking, and
Yeah.
I actually wanted to talk about that because it's like, man, this thing looks boring. It's just a box.
I mean, it looks better than the PlayStation 5 does.
Well, yeah, the PlayStation 5 looks bad though.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't mind it just blending in.
This is a 0.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with consoles blending in. I don't need them to like stand out anymore.
Well, the thing is that I would think that they'd at least have the edges of it contoured similarly to the deck and the controller, so that it at least like looks like an object that belongs with the rest of this. Because those are sharp ass corners.
So, did you watch the video? Did you watch any video where they opened it?
I did, and
So
yes, I know it is.
That's
packed
why.
in pretty tightly.
Yeah, the freaking like
So I
50% of it's
understand
a heat sink. It's just a fucking huge heat sink. Yeah.
Well, a heat sink, fan, and all the like attach points for all the I/O.
Yeah.
It's all like one. It's one big chassis. Yeah, it's an extremely tightly engineered product. So I understand not wanting to waste any space on flair.
Yeah.
I'm just a little surprised that it's not contoured more, like at least the base of it, right? Because the base doesn't need to be, because it's just sitting on that. Like that's where the power supply goes, so you can afford a little bit of extra space for contouring, so that it visually you can look at it and go, that is part of the same product family as this handheld PC and this controller, because this doesn't look like it's part of the same group of products, because it has a different design language.
Yeah, it definitely looks like an Xbox.
Yeah,
but
Xbox has been chopped in half.
It is pretty impressive that it's this small, though, I will say.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, 100%.
And I think it's got like 4 USBs, an SD card slot, a display port, an HDMI port, an Ethernet port, and a power port. Obviously,
so it's got 2 USB 2s on the back. It's also got USB 3 on the back, which is the most bizarre decision of all to me. Because USB 3, that's where you plug in your phone. You're not going to want to reach around. The back ports are for the things you're never going to unplug, like the mouse and keyboard. That's also why they're only USB 2.
Strangely, I have a USB-C on the back of my PC. I don't know why they do that. No clue.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, put it on the front panel, guys. Mine has got it on the front panel, or top panel, technically.
My only thought is like maybe maybe certain maybe
there wasn't room for it,
or maybe it's like third party stuff. Maybe they're thinking about that, for plugging in like maybe a custom charger or something like that. Maybe, who knows? But yeah, then it's got the LED thing on the front.
Yeah, it's got 2 USB-A 3s on the front. It's got the micro SD card, like you said, which I love to see. I'm a huge fan of computers that have an SD card slot in them, because it's one less thing that you need to have plugged into your USB. Like a little dedicated card reader, connected through USB, and it makes perfect sense because the deck also uses micro SD. And like you said, it's got HDMI. It's HDMI 2. It's not 2.1.
Yeah. But it's got a display port.
It's got display port 1.4 on the back. And then, like you said, the power and the Ethernet.
Yep.
A lot of I/O for something that small. They usually cheap out on the IO. That's usually the first thing to go.
Mm.
So I'm happy to see that they've got some pretty reasonable IO for something that
Mhm.
sized. And like you said, there's the LED strip in the front, which I'm not really a fan of kind of big lighting like that. I find it very distracting because it's like in the corner of my eye.
Oh, I'm
My
sure
my
it's
computer,
dimmable. It's got to be dimmable.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The thing is that I would never use it.
Mm.
I'm okay with like a little tiny power LED, like just to let me know that it's on.
Yeah.
But like my computer has like RGB on the motherboard and stuff, and I turn that shit all off.
Mm.
I think I have it set to like dim white so that I can like it's apparent that it's on, but then when it's off, it's off, and when it's on, it's barely there.
I have RGB lighting on my PC as well, but it's tuned to respond to audio.
Oh well, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, like every time you talk, it lights up in a very specific way, like audio bars. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm just not like a big
No, I get it.
like
It's a
Christmas tree computer guy.
mm.
Because I find it distracting. Um, they also have a swappable front panel because I guess we're still trying that.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Remember
This thing's gonna sell
remember
like
when faceplate?
hotcakes. They're gonna sell
Well,
lots of
yeah.
those. That's gonna be
Well, I mean, the Xbox 360 sold really well, and how many people did you know with fucking custom faceplates on them?
nobody. But 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 I will
Did
say
you even
that
remember that you could change the faceplate on that thing?
yeah, just on the white one, right? They didn't do it on the other models.
Yeah, just the original.
The
I
original
believe.
model, yeah. But we live in an age where like personalization is huge, you know. Um
Personalization's always been huge. People
I
love to make their shit their own.
I can picture every like let's player having one and it's just sitting behind them,
Oh, sure.
in the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um I think D brand announced that they have a shell coming out that's going to look like the companion cube from
Of
Portal.
course they do.
Yeah. So,
Of course they do.
it's cool. It's there if you want to. You can change out the side plates on the PlayStation 5. So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Xbox seems to be the only one that doesn't have a customizable anything right now. Switch, you can get the different colored controllers
Yep.
on the side, and so yeah. But yeah, so they did reveal the specs of this thing, which are
They did.
there
Yeah.
seems to be just one SKU,
There's just one. Yeah.
which is interesting. And it's basically It's basically a PS5 Pro. It's kind of equal to a PS5 Pro, but obviously with some pretty beefy AI upscaling technology as well.
Yeah, yeah. They have FSR
FSR,
support in there because it's all AMD hardware in there.
which is a little unfortunate because FSR is definitely not as good as DLSS, but
It's it's gotten better. It's gotten better. It's not quite as good as DLSS, but honestly, if you're sitting on your couch, you're not going to notice.
yeah, yeah. But
The difference between DLSS and FSR, you will notice if you're sitting at your desk, like 3 feet away from your monitor, but 10 feet away on your couch, you're never going to be able to tell the difference.
I think they said something around something along the lines of the goal of the Steam machine is to play games at 4K 60 at ultra settings with performance FSR. I think that was the idea.
Not with ultra settings,
High
with like
settings,
tweaked settings.
tweak
So like you
settings.
set it down to whatever it needs to be for that particular game.
Mhm.
But you can get 4K 60 with FSR upscaling, which okay. So it's like a console,
Like a console.
basically.
Yeah, it's like the PS5 Pro.
Yeah, which is what it's trying to be in the living room. And this kind of this lends more credence to our talk about like Microsoft perhaps seeing the writing on the wall about bespoke game consoles being a dying breed and just moving towards Xbox branded PCs. It kind of feels like Steam is seeing that as well. I mean, I guess they technically saw it like a decade ago, though it didn't really work out for them back then.
Yeah, but they fucked that up when they did when they gave it to third parties. They should have
Yeah, and
made
they
it
didn't have the
themselves.
quality control.
Yeah,
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 yeah. That's the big difference here. Is this is made by Valve, so they get to make sure that it's
yeah. They
really
saw the
robust.
success of the Steam Deck and went, "Oh, people want one SKU, and they want it because that's the thing, right? Is that's why console gaming is has been as big as it's been is because it's a one SKU for the most part anyway.
Yeah,
Aside from the Pro editions and the Series S bullshit, which developers clearly
yeah, yeah,
don't like. They like
yeah,
to be able to see the hardware that the players are going to be playing on and design for that. That's what they want, right?
yeah.
And that's
And
what people
people
want.
who play game consoles want to just pick it up, plug it in,
Yes.
and play it. They don't want to have to worry about drivers or
Yeah.
making sure that their shit is compatible. It's just I want to plug it in and go.
Now, I will say that the Steam machine is still sort of halfway there in that regards. So it is plug and
It is a
play,
PC.
but it is a PC, right? So you're not going to get the console version of a game. You're going to get the PC version of the games, which means, yeah, you're going to boot it up and you're going to see how it runs, and then you're going to have to go into the settings and tweak it until you get the performance that you're looking for. And that's that's I don't know how of a hot seller that's going to make this thing. I'm a little. I don't
I
think
mean,
that was the
it's
goal.
conceivable. It's conceivable that they might have performance profiles like pre-configured for it because there is apparently going to be a plays great on Steam machine
like they did
like
with
there is for
Steam
Deck.
Deck. Mm.
So and because I don't have a Deck, I don't know if it like automatically says, "Oh, hey, you're playing on the Deck. Here's our recommended settings for this."
I think it does.
So
If it's
it does.
If it's Steam Deck optimized, if the game is
Yeah,
Steam
if it's
Deck
Steam Deck
optimized,
off,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So if they've got the capability to do that for the Deck, no reason they couldn't do it for the Steam machine,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I expect that they would.
This is true. Now, the bigger question is the one thing that they have not announced for this thing, which is
And that is,
the price.
well, they haven't talked about the price for any of these things.
No, but this is the biggest mystery for next gen in general. Is
Yeah.
how much is
Well,
PS6 going to cost? All this kind of stuff, right? This is going to set the precedent.
Right. But the thing is, they have said that it is going to be priced like a PC. They have said specifically that.
So here's my
but-
question: is why, if it's priced like a PC, why buy this?
Well, because it is a PC.
But
You can use it for gaming.
But it's a pre-built PC without Windows.
You can put Windows on it.
But how many people are going to buy this and then put it on their desktop and then hook up a keyboard and mouse to it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not what it's designed for. It's designed.
It's not what it's designed for, but they've said repeatedly it's a PC, so you can do what you want with it like you would a PC. I could see somebody wanting a cute little box computer like this. I don't think it'll be its primary audience.
And that's what I'm disappointed with, is that I was hoping that this was going to be their console, but it's not.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're never going to be able to price it like a console because consoles are subsidized by game sales.
Yeah, but if they're buying through Steam OS or the Steam store, they're going to get their money back, right?
Yeah, but there's also no guarantee. Like, if you need, like, it is conceivably possible that somebody could buy this and not really use it for gaming. I think it's unlikely, but it is possible. That is something they need to account for in their pricing.
It's not like they don't make enough money off of what they already do.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Like
sure.
they could take the loss on a few people,
Yeah, but nobody. Yeah, but you don't run a business with the intent to take a loss on any product.
I'm trying
I would like it to be cheaper than it probably will be.
Yeah, my guess.
I agree with you.
Yeah, my guess is probably $1,100 to $1,200 US. That's my guess. This thing's got a
I
40.
don't know if it'll.
This thing's got a 4080 in it, or whatever. It's 4080 in it. Video
No,
card.
it's an AMD, but it's
Well, the equivalent of a
I think they
4080,
said it
which
was
is
yeah.
which that's not
I
cheap.
think they said it was basically the 7800 RX
Did they
equivalent.
say? Did they say what the RAM and the hard drive space was on it? I didn't get that.
Oh fuck. They did what was it? I think it's 8 gigabytes of video RAM and 16 of CPU RAM.
It's a little low. Huh. Okay.
It'll run pretty much anything. It won't run it at ultra, but it'll run pretty much anything. Like you said, it's about equivalent to a PS5 in terms of performance.
I don't know. I have my doubts. I would be shocked if this is less than $1,000. I'd be shocked.
It's definitely not going to be less than $1,000. I expect it to be about $1,000 US. I expect that'll be the price point they go for.
I mean, if they get $999 US, that's good for the American market. The Canadian market won't buy this. There's no way.
Yeah. Also, let's not forget the tariffs on all the components that are made in China.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
like I said, I'll be shocked if it's $999. If it's $999, that's insane to me. That's really good.
Yeah, if they get it to $1,000 like on the dot, then I will say, you know what? Okay, it's priced like a PC. Honestly, for the amount of performance you're getting, I mean, building a PC like that would cost around $1,000. Well, at least if you're getting those parts when they were new. Obviously this is like a last generation GPU, last generation in terms of GPUs, not in terms of consoles.
Right.
And a sort of current gen CPU. It's not the highest end, but it's a decent one. You could probably build something like this for cheaper, but you'd have to really hunt for deals, and you'd have to make compromises. And remember, this is also custom casing, custom tooling on the chassis and everything. Like, I don't want it to be $1,000. I'd love for it to be, $800. I don't think they're going to sell it for $800.
No. That would be shocking if they would.
I think $1,000 is where it's realistically going to land between the custom engineering and the tariffs and everything.
And $9.90, selling it as like $9.99.99 or whatever, like that's
as a gimmick.
That's a good gimmick number for US.
Yeah.
I do think that this is going to set the precedent for next gen though. Like as far as pricing goes. Like if this thing comes out and it's $9.99.99, there is no way in hell that the PlayStation 6 can be any more than that. And that the next Xbox can be any more than that. Unless the next Xbox is like premium level, beast mode.
Well, if the next Xbox is just a Windows PC with Xbox branding, then that's a very different story, isn't it?
Yeah. But this thing comes at such a weird time. I'm kind of surprised they decided to go now, of all times.
I'm not. I think
they're getting ahead.
Getting ahead of the pack.
Which has done good things in the past.
Sometimes.
I'll be honest with you though.
Dreamcast notwithstanding.
Dreamcast notwithstanding, yeah. I'll be honest though. I don't see this thing flying off the shelf in terms of like making huge.
Well, considering
vibes.
What the pricing is likely to be, no, I don't think it is either.
And even if you take a look at the Steam Deck, guess what the Steam Deck sold so far?
It's been a few million, hasn't it?
Yeah, 4 million, but it's been out for how many years?
Yeah, but keep in mind the Steam Deck is a niche product. It's a handheld gaming PC. Not everybody has a need for it. Even the people who'd be happy to have one, I'd be happy to have one.
So what?
Am I going to run out and buy one? No, because I don't need it. Because I have a gaming PC right next to me, and I don't spend enough time away from that gaming PC in my free time that I would, justifiably need one.
And that's
to be able to sell.
That's my other problem with it, though. Is
But
like, who's this for then? Because it's not for PC gamers, because most PC gamers already have a PC game system. So if it's not for PC gamers and it's not for console gamers,
I think it's
who's it
for
for?
people who are looking to get into PC. And this is part of the reason why I think it's a good time, because we're looking at the potential for Xbox to exit the dedicated console market. And maybe Valve has said, hey, all those Xbox owners who are looking for the next thing and aren't willing to go to PlayStation, here's this. You know?
Hmm.
Here you go.
I just, I don't know, man. I would, if I was a betting man, I would not bet money on this doing gangbusters. I just don't think. I think it's going to remain niche, just like the Steam Deck. There's
And
something about it.
that's fine.
Oh, it'll be fine for
It's fine.
them. I just, this is not what I was hoping that they would do. I was hoping that they would make more of a console than a PC hybrid thing. But we'll see what happens with Xbox.
What else could, how would you make just a Steam console? Like, of course it has to be a PC. You know? Like, they're not going to make a piece of hardware that only plays games and nothing else.
Why not?
Because that would be a waste.
You mean like
because
a console?
Then people would be like, why not? Well, if your market is selling games on PC, this thing that you can also use to do anything, why would you downgrade from that?
I guess. I just don't see people using this for anything other than gaming. I don't know. I get that they're selling it as like a PC, but I don't know. This is going to be a niche.
I will say it would also make a great media center because it's got the processing power to do 4K video.
So would a PlayStation, though.
But this is more open because it's a PC.
It's not going to capture the casual market, though. It's just not going to. It's still too complex. It's not what people are looking for out of a console experience. You know what I'm saying? But
I know
again,
what you're saying.
I think what's really going to we're gonna find out the answer to this question because next generation.
Oh sure, yeah. The time will tell.
Yeah, we need to know what PlayStation 6 and Xbox Next are gonna be. That's the big question. Mm-hmm. If they end up being PC hybrids, the question will be: did Steam get ahead of the pack and own them early, or did they launch too early and something about those consoles or one of them is better than the Steam machine? Yeah, that's going to be
does the Steam machine end up feeling underpowered compared to?
Could be that, or it could be there's some sort of feature that the PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 6 or the next Xbox has that this doesn't. Maybe the price point of those two consoles is superior to this, which again I have no clue. There's a lot of little factors that are going to really affect next gen, and it's really funny to me that they're going first because it's almost guinea piggy to me, where it's like, wow, they're gonna take the first step that might benefit them, or it might just be a huge kerfluffle, and one of the other two companies takes advantage of the kerfuffle, especially with how soon it's coming. It's crazy, early 2026.
I will say, of the three things that they announced, this is the one that I felt the most confusion at.
Mm-hmm.
Because, we'll talk about the Steam Frame. Steam Frame is a pretty significant upgrade from the Index in terms of its capabilities, and the Steam Controller is all the stuff that the deck has in controller form.
Yeah.
So I can understand them wanting to do that. Yeah. The Steam machine is like, you're bringing that back? Huh. Okay.
But they're doing it right, but there's still some weirdness to it. Yeah, we'll have to see.
I think there's always going to be some weirdness in that space. It's just how it is.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the frame.
This to me was the star of the show.
Interesting.
So the Steam Frame. So this is a VR headset that is wireless.
Can be wired.
And it can be wired. Yes, it can be. Has outward facing motion tracking. So instead of having cameras looking at you, and keeping track of IR emitters on the headset. There are cameras on the headset that
Yeah, it's
record, the move.
like the
Yeah,
Quest 3.
which is historically not worked very well, but from what I've heard from people who've had hands on with it, it works a lot better than the other headsets on the market that have used that.
Mhm.
So okay. Um, but the big thing, and this is the part that took me by surprise, is that it is also its own self-contained computer. It has a Snapdragon SoC on it, like a high-end phone,
Mhm.
and it runs an ARM-based version of SteamOS. And
Mhm.
you can install Windows games on it and run it through a new compatibility layer similar to Proton that doesn't just translate Windows software to Linux, translates Windows x86 software to ARM Linux. So you don't even need a Steam machine or a computer or anything to run games on this thing. You can run it on the headset itself, or you can just use it as a headset for games running on another system.
Well,
And
it also
that
just has
that
access to the Steam store, so you can play anything on the Steam store, whether it's VR or not, because it's got
yeah,
a virtual display, or virtual TV, whatever they call that thing. You know,
yeah, the virtual display mode.
yeah,
Yeah.
the AR TV, I think they call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah, so that was the thing that surprised me, and apparently it from people who've worn it. Linus Tech Tips had a video
Mhm.
on it, and
Comfy.
apparently it's comfortable
Yeah.
and relatively lightweight
Mhm.
considering all the hardware they're packing in there. More that it's well balanced. Like the
Yeah.
the the thing on the back is
It's
the
the
battery.
battery. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole battery is in there, so it's not all the weight on the front.
Yeah.
Um, and they have an optional top strap to go over the top of the head if you
Mhm.
prefer that.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, it also comes with controllers, which they showed there. Which okay, I mean, yeah, that's pretty standard for VR headsets is that they have the controllers, and they do pretty much the same thing that the Steam controllers do, plus individual motion tracking for each one. Um, so yeah, it's basically, hey, it's everything that the Index does, plus it's a little computer on its own, which I have two questions about this. Number one, what's the battery life like?
Well,
Because if you're running games and two very high resolution displays, by the way, 2160 by 2160 per eye. So that's quite high resolution. Um, what's the battery life like? And number two, again, what's the price like? This
so
one is absolutely going to be over $1,000. There's no question.
so the so okay, a couple things. So the Quest 3 is also standalone. Its panels have a native resolution of 2064 by 2208. So they're pretty on par.
Hmm.
Um the Quest 3 is pretty inexpensive. I think it's like what, 500 US? Yeah, it's 500 USD right now.
Yeah, but the
Um
Quest 3 is also subsidized by Facebook spying on everything you do with it.
okay. But I'm talking about price is what I'm trying to compare here.
Yeah,
And so
that's what I mean. The reason they can sell it for that number is because they make their money, they make up the rest of it by spying on what you're doing and selling that data to all of their partners. It's the same reason
mm,
you ever see those like super cheap Chinese phones? The reason that those are as cheap as they are is because they load them up with bloatware. Like companies will pay to have their apps pre-installed on the phone, and that's how they make up the price difference.
uh maybe. Um but so if this thing is over $1,000, it's gonna
Hmm.
shit the bed. No one's gonna buy a fucking VR headset in 2025 for over $1,000. It's just not gonna happen.
Um, Yeah, but it's a VR headset and a PC
But if you have a
built
PC
in.
already, who gives a shit?
If you don't have a PC already,
If you don't
or
have a
if you want
PC
to play
already,
VR games,
why would you buy a frame? I don't
because it's a
buy that.
PC in there.
I don't buy that at all. I
Look,
think
I'll say I don't understand why they decided to put the PC in, and I think it's unnecessary. But I'm just trying to be realistic about the price.
I
There's no
mean
way they're going to be able to sell that thing for $500.
I think the reason they put it in the headset is because they can clearly see with the Quest 3 that people want a self-contained VR headset. They don't want to be tethered to a
Mhm.
PC, and I agree with that. When I had my PSVR, I hated that stupid cord. That is just the most
Yeah,
unnatural thing when you're supposed to be being absorbed into this
it's a
virtual
tail
environment.
coming out of the back of your fucking head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's brutal. I'm
Yeah, I've done the I've used a Samsung Gear VR, which is where they like you stick the phone in there
oh
and it
fuck,
becomes
yeah, that's
the
nothing.
computer for. No, it's not the phone is the screen, it's the phone is the computer. It has its own screens built in.
Oh, okay, that's
But
interesting.
the phone just serves as the computer for it. No, it's not like, well, I think they did have one like that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's it.
but that's not the one I used. No, the
Okay.
one I used had dedicated screens, and I definitely preferred that to having the head snake.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. I don't have a whole lot of experience with the Quest 3, but my dad's got a Quest 3. He loves it for golf. But yeah, the untethered experience is the big thing. That's where VR needs to go. It can't be tethered.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say the big feature of this thing was the 6 gigahertz wireless feature.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a
Yeah,
fucking
but
amazing.
I think yeah,
That's the part of the
I think
system seller to me. Is like, hey,
I think having it be self-contained and running Steam is a huge deal.
so here's the thing. The guys at IGN tested the untethered version with Alex, Steam or Half-Life Alex, and it didn't run well.
Yeah.
It still needs to be tethered.
Really?
Yeah, it still needs to be tethered.
Really?
So
Because when Linus from Linus Tech Tips did it, he said that it ran pretty well, and that the delay was not perceptible to him.
and
Interesting.
unless he was doing the 6 gigahertz thing, maybe he was doing that. Because like, what delay would he be
Mhm.
talking about? Because they were basically saying that the frame rate was ugly. You know,
Wait,
it,
were they running it on the device or were they
yeah,
streaming it from another?
no,
Oh, okay. Because Linus was running it from another. Was like bringing the video feed in from it running on a different PC. Okay,
yeah.
then
So
that'll
he
be the
was using the
difference.
6 gigahertz wireless to tether it to his
Yeah,
PC.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
In
Yeah.
that
Okay.
case, it'll run it on obviously because it's basically like the 6 gigahertz is basically just
I thought
without
you
the
were
wire.
I thought you were talking about like the latency from sending
Oh
the
no
video
no
signal.
no.
Yeah,
I just
okay. We were
mean
talking about two different things.
yeah. I just mean standalone. So like it's still not really standalone. It's still just a Quest 3, really. Just with
I mean, I
to me,
yeah,
that's what it looks like. A Quest 3, except it's got the really cool feature of the 6 gigahertz wireless tether, which is a game changer.
and access to the
Um,
Steam store,
and access
which
to the
is
Steam
way
store.
bigger than the Quest store.
It is. I don't, and this is kind of where it comes down to for me. With both of with these consoles, is VR gaming still sucks. There's still not a reason to buy one to me. There's like what 2 games that are just like killer
Yeah,
apps, and that's
it's
Half-Life
Half-Life Alex,
Alex
and then
and Ashura's Wrath 2 or whatever it was called.
oh yeah,
And that's basically it. Everything else is just a gimmick game or a experience game or shovelware
yeah.
or like it's like
That's like VR has been in that holding pattern for a long time where they're
yeah,
like once people, it's the classic catch-22. Developers are saying we'll develop for it when more people own it, and customers are saying we'll
mhm.
buy it when more developers make
Yeah,
games for it, right?
exactly. It's like and a 1,000 or $1,200 VR headset is not going to bring in more
That's not how you
people.
get adoption.
No.
No, 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 no.
So
No,
that
it needs to go down. Yeah.
yeah. So my biggest question for this announcement was why? I guess it's just going to be the next index. Like it's not gonna.
Yeah.
This is once again a thing that's not going to be a mass market seller because it's too expensive
This is
and
not
it's too
absolutely
niche.
not. It's too
Yeah.
expensive.
And so I'm like, I'm fine with it. I don't know why they changed the name. I don't know why they just didn't call it the Index 2, but whatever. Um,
Um, I imagine they're from their point of view, it's enough of a change in the way it works,
mm,
for the inverted motion tracking and
that's
the
true.
self-contained system that it's probably worth a name change. That's
Yeah,
just my speculation,
no,
though.
that makes sense. That makes sense. I hope that they stick with one name though, because that gets branding becomes a problem.
Also, it's worth noting that the index is the valve index and the frame is the Steam
Steam.
frame.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
So I think it's also trying to align
With the
the
other
hardware naming
products,
convention as well. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's definitely a family of devices. Clearly, um,
Yeah.
and it's great. Like I think all of them are cool. I think all of them are interesting. I just my hope was that when Steam got back into the hardware section, it was going to be more focused at casuals because I feel like the hardcore already have what they want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, I'm not saying it's bad. It's more options for the hardcore, but I just don't see it as a game changer.
Yeah,
I
I get what you're
guess
saying.
you know.
Oh, there's one other thing I
Mm,
forgot to mention.
yeah.
The new Steam controller has a little infrared light on it so that the frame can keep track of its position with its cameras.
Oh, that's cool. Like
So you'll be
the
able to see where your Steam controller is in space.
oh, that's cool. That's kind of cool. Um, yeah. So like I think it's all cool stuff. I think it's all interesting
Mhm.
technology. I have no interest in buying any of it though. That's the weird thing is
Yeah,
that the
I
controller
mean,
I could care less. You
I
know,
would love, I would love a Steam frame, but like, it's gonna be so expensive.
yeah.
I will be completely blown the fuck away if it somehow manages to be under $1,000 US.
It's so weird too that they're launching all of these products at the same time because people are going to look at the price of the Steam machine and they're going to look at the price of the Steam frame and they're going to compare them, right? Like if both of them are like
Mhm,
let's say both of them are $1,200. It's like,
mhm.
okay, do I buy like huh? You know what I mean? Like
Do I get the
it's
more powerful PC with no VR headset, or
hmm,
do I get the VR headset that's a less powerful PC? I mean, yeah,
it's
and it's
weird.
going to depend on it's going to depend on what you're looking for.
And then how much is the Steam Deck?
Honestly,
Five. I said it was $500, right? Or 599.
yeah, I think 600 for the LCD model, and then like 700 for the OLED model. I think
USD. Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting
not
stuff.
cheap either.
No, not super cheap. I mean, gaming is now
As far as
expensive.
handheld gaming PCs wise, it is one of the cheaper options. The
Yeah.
like the GPD Win is I think like $1,000,
I
and
think the
ROG Ally I think is like 900.
I think the thing I'm most surprised about is the fact that the Steam Deck hasn't been had a price drop because I feel like
Well,
it's
they did.
close to like a Steam Deck 2. Like
Yeah, well, remember they did start this video acting like
yes,
they were going to talk about the Steam Deck, and then they said, "But that's not what we're going to talk about today. We'll
yeah,
talk about that another time." And I was like, okay, because I've been feeling like it's probably getting close to time to not release, but at least announce a Steam Deck refresh. Just because you know games are coming out that have higher system requirements. Borderlands 4.
hmm
Um, and
higher system requirements. Borderlands 4.
yeah, yeah,
that was clever.
um, and not necessary because I mean you can get a lot of longevity out of a PC depending on what kind of games you play.
Yeah,
But
but
Steam Deck has been out long enough that if I was in the market for one, I might think twice about buying one because I'd be worried that, just as I get one, they might announce the next one. Maybe it'd be better to wait.
yeah,
Um, But the fact that they acknowledged that there is, that they want to talk about the Steam Deck says to me next year they're probably going to announce the successor, probably for a late 2026, sometime in 2027 launch.
Exactly what I'm thinking. Exactly what
I'm thinking probably 2027 because if all this stuff is coming out next year, ain't nobody going to be able to afford a new Steam Deck on top of that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. They're going to focus on these 3 products for 2026, and then 2027
Steam Deck 2
2.
2027.
Yeah, or maybe
that's
even
maybe
even early 2028, because the rumor is that 2020 the rumor is that 2027 fall is the next Xbox and PlayStation. So if that's the case, they probably would want to hold off and avoid it.
Or maybe they want to get out ahead in front of it again.
Oh, I can't see a Steam Deck coming out. Well, maybe. Interesting. So this is the weirdest generation of all time.
It's so weird. It's super fucking weird.
It's
we
bizarre.
Don't know. There's no precedent for any of this shit.
It's most crazy.
I kind of love it, but it's also kind of frustrating.
It's very frustrating.
I like not knowing what's coming. Right? It's so new to have surprises when we've been playing video games for as long as we have, but it's also like, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen next. And it's,
And I think a bigger issue for me is like, I'm excited, but I'm also like my butt's clenched. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, this shit's going to be so fucking expensive. I can't
God, it's going to be insane.
It's like
nothing we've talked about here today is going to be cheap.
Remember when gaming was like $3.99?
Yeah.
That's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
I remember when that was a high price. I remember when the standard for game consoles was like $250.
$250. Yeah, I was going to say $250.
Yeah.
All right, we've spent a lot of time on this, but it needed to be said. So we'll follow up with more information when they provide it. I don't know how long they're going to take to announce pricing. Probably not till next year. I'll be honest with you. It'll be like a few months before it's released, or maybe whatever.
Yeah, they're still figuring it out, I think.
That's also possible. Yeah. Well, so I think they launched the Steam Deck in June, right? I think it was May, June. Because I remember there being like this queue that you had to go in to order them.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, it was, because and I remember they Gabe Newell was going around hand delivering them, and he wouldn't have done that in the fucking winter. Well, he probably would have, but he wouldn't have wanted to.
That's funny. Yeah. So I that would be my guess is a May, June release.
Maybe summer 2027, just before the summer wouldn't be a bad idea, because maybe you want to take your Steam Deck 2 on vacation with you so you still can play your games?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hardware to launch all at once. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I'm talking about the Steam Deck 2 specifically, just beginning of summer 2027.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. You know what's the weirdest thing about this whole thing? Is the fact that all this technology, right? And none of it will be able to play GTA 6.
They're not going to be out yet.
What? No, but
GTA 6 isn't going to be out.
How long did it take for the PC version of GTA 5 to come out? It was like a year or two.
Oh yeah.
There's no at this game, the system's going to launch, and the only way to play GTA 6 is going to be PlayStation 5, PlayStation 6, Xbox Series X, and Xbox Series.
Yeah.
Bajillion.
Oh, ow.
That's gonna hurt them a little bit, because people are gonna be like, well, I could buy this, but it doesn't play GTA 6, and I really want to play that, so I'm gonna I'm gonna get a PS6. So something to keep in mind. Yeah. All right, let's move on.
Maybe Rockstar will see sense and not wait a fucking year and a half or whatever to. What was it? What did you say? It was 14 months, 16 months?
Yeah, I think.
Or was it 18?
It somewhere in that range. It was over a year. Yeah.
Yeah, however long it took to get the game on PC. That was fucking crazy.
Yeah. All right, let's move forward. So this was a weird announcement. I didn't cover the State of Play Japan thing because didn't really have anything of note. Really, it was just like DLC
I
stuff
didn't
and
even
like
know there was one.
yeah, they kind of like last
I was
minute.
blinded by all the Steam shit.
Yeah, they kind of announced it last minute and they were like, "Hey, we have a Japan state of play," and then it was mostly there wasn't really anything of note there. But they did announce a PlayStation monitor, which is really
Oh yeah.
weird.
So it's just got a docking station for the controller and the PlayStation logo on it.
I think so. Oh, let's see. Vivid visuals like QHD, high fresh rate VRR support. What else we got?
So it's a standard high-end TV.
Monitor.
I mean, Sony makes good televisions. Like,
It's a monitor though. It's a PC monitor. It's 27
PC
inch.
monitor. So
Yeah.
it doesn't have. Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a PC.
Okay,
It's a PC monitor.
that's strange. Maybe
Right?
maybe they see the writing on the wall too.
Well, think about this. Think about this. We had the rumor last week of the PS5 PC cross buy. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I see where you're going with this.
A few weeks ago, we had the desktop Pulse speakers.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have a PC monitor. Just saying. Just saying. Maybe PlayStation 6 is a PC hybrid.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
Everything suddenly goes PC.
Did they all come to this conclusion independently, but at the same time?
I'm starting to wonder, man.
Oh,
starting to wonder.
man.
It just seems very coincidental that all this stuff is starting to happen. So
yeah,
that is pretty cool, though.
What the fuck is going on this generation, man?
They're all giving up.
Wild.
They're like, consoles? Fuck that shit. We're all going PC. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy. All right, this one was fucking weird. So this is what you're seeing here is Horizon, as in Horizon Zero Dawn, but this is a game from NCSoft. This is a Horizon MMORPG called Horizon Steel Frontiers.
It's Monster Hunter. It's Monster Hunter.
I mean, yeah, basically in the Horizon universe. The bad thing about this though,
Monster Hunter with robot monsters.
This is the bad thing though. This is a mobile first game.
Okay. Yeah.
It is only on mobile, and PC is the secondary system. It is not coming to place. It's not coming to PlayStation.
Mobile gaming is popular in South and Southeast Asia.
Yes, I don't know what they're doing with this this IP though. It's just weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. So anyway, I could care less. But it was noteworthy because it's so weird. You know, it's not made by Guerrilla.
I mean, let's not forget there's an Asian well, it was Asian exclusive. I don't think it is anymore. Sci-fi version of Counter-Strike called Counter-Strike Neo.
Yeah, that's true.
It was only in like South Korean cyber cafes for years, and I believe it is on Steam now, but for a long time it was just in that market because there was enough demand for it for a bespoke version of Counter-Strike for that market. There was a fucking Half-Life deathmatch arcade game at one point in Asian arcades.
Well, we know why Sony had such a problem with Light Omotirum now.
Yeah.
Because they had their own game coming out.
Yeah.
It does look pretty good. Very, very weird that it's not on PlayStation, though. I don't get that at all. Why? Why is it not on PlayStation?
Yeah. Man, if only they had some kind of handheld portable PlayStation they could put a mobile game on. Yeah.
Yeah.
If only.
If only. All right, moving on. Can't go a week on Press Pause, a gaming podcast, without talking about layoffs.
Oh, God, yeah.
Crystal Dynamics has laid off another 30 workers in a restructuring today, as of the writing. This is the third wave of layoffs for Crystal Dynamics this year. This news was announced by Crystal Dynamics in a post on LinkedIn, in which the company stated it would restructure the company and business for the next generation. Now, obviously, this is all following the cancellation of Perfect Dark by Xbox, so obviously they're still feeling the hurt.
Speaking of layoffs, and I don't know, maybe you already have this in the news docket. Did you hear? There's a British politician who's taking Rockstar to task for those firings.
Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't have it in the
Yeah,
news because there wasn't really like anything new to it. It was just like, hey, we're
yeah.
suing you, but
It was just
yeah.
she's like I think she wants to call them to testify or something like that.
Mhm.
I forget exactly what it was, but I because the layoffs affected people in her constituency.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why she's doing this. So
She's taking it personally. All
yeah.
right.
Also, not video game related, but apparently there's rumors of big layoffs at Verizon coming up.
Oh, weird. We don't have them
Yeah,
up here. That's interesting though.
yeah, yeah. But like big layoffs. Like I think I read it was like 15,000 rumored to be laid off.
That sounds like a
It's a
company.
lot of fucking people.
That sounds like a company that is restructuring to outsource to call centers,
Yeah,
like Rogers
yeah,
and Bell.
yeah.
Um, yeah. So, yeah, I'm a little worried for Crystal Dynamics at this point because,
I
like,
mean, I'm a little worried for pretty much everybody in the industry at this point.
you tell me, um, they haven't released anything new since Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which is what we're seeing here. They have released some like remasters and stuff. I think, like the Tomb
Yeah.
Raider 4 to 6 remaster and some like that Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver collection. Um,
Yeah.
but Marvel's Avengers in 2020, which obviously didn't do very well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but that's what you get when you put a great single player studio on a fucking live service bullshit game. Stop doing that, people.
Yeah,
Stop it.
and then who would have thought that the fucking multiplayer Marvel game that makes it big is the fucking hero shooter?
The Overwatch clone. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. What else we got?
crazy.
Some somewhat Halo news here. I mean, it is Halo news. I don't know why I say somewhat. It's definitely Halo news. Halo Infinite is getting its last update later this month, and it is going into maintenance mode, so that Halo Studios can focus on multiple new Halo games, including Halo Campaign Evolved. Yeah,
Multiple new Halo games.
maybe focus on
I
one
don't know.
since every single Halo game that developer has come out with so far has been
Every
not
time
good.
they try to juggle multiple Halo projects at once, only one of them ever ends up getting finished.
It's
There's
true.
precedent for this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They Halo Studios, aka 343 Industries,
Yeah.
has not doesn't have a great track record. So I don't understand. They close these
Yeah.
studios like the Initiative and
Mhm.
uh, name any other 80 other developers that they've closed.
Yeah.
But they keep 343 Industries going for some strange reason, even though they just can't put out a AAA banger of a Halo game. I don't understand what they see in this studio. Like
I
I
mean,
just
we don't want them to shut down
no.
343, but it's
It's
just like
just
they seem to get unlimited chances.
yeah.
Why
Like
can't they give those unlimited chances to other people? It's fucking Microsoft. They got the money.
yeah. It's just weird. Like of all the developers that I would pick to close, 343 would be way up there. Like like it took them how many years to make Halo Infinite, and then it came out and it was unfinished, and then they promised a bunch of shit, and then they canceled a bunch of shit. Like stop. learn
Well,
to
part of the problem at 343 is the turnaround there is insane. Like I don't know if you've seen the credit. Like did you finish Halo Infinite?
Yep. Yeah, that's the credit scene
Oh,
took like 4 hours.
yeah, it's one of the longest credit rolls I've ever seen.
And it's not even
And
a great
because
game.
like
It's fine.
yeah, it's like because only a tenth of those people were still employed by the company by the time the game actually fucking shipped.
Yeah. Well, if they can't keep people, there's a reason for that. That's for sure. Something's going
Well,
on
I
there.
think it's because they don't want to pay out benefits to people, so they keep them on just long enough before they're legally required to like pay out benefits or give raises or whatever. They let them go.
Dumb. All right, let's move on.
Need better labor laws. or a company that's not run by fucking scumbags.
Yeah, that's true. As a follow-up to last week's Mass Effect news, where there was that like cryptic URL Krogan
Oh yeah,
thing going on, fans very quickly found a piece of artwork on the Mass Effect blog, hidden. I'm not showing it here because it's a picture, and I just don't. It's not. It's a nothing burger.
Whatever. People can go find it themselves if they want.
Yeah, but it's basically just revealing that there is a Krogan civil war in the next Mass Effect, which is pretty cool. But if you guys could just go,
those are the big lizard guys, right?
Yeah, with the skull weird things on their heads. Big guys, the big hulking dumb dudes. Basically, they're not dumb. They're just warrior race. But if you guys could just shut up and go make the game.
Yeah,
I would prefer you do that.
Or if you're going to talk about it, have something to show.
Yeah.
Instead of just a picture.
Yeah, a picture of some, concept art is not worth showing. I'm sorry, it's just not. Especially after
There's only been.
I was going to say, especially after they've shown trailers like this for a game that hasn't even had gone into production at the time that these were released.
So what I was going to say is there's only been one time in history where the reveal of a picture was cool, and that was when they showed off the first picture of Heath Ledger in the Joker makeup, and they had you put in your email address, and it would remove one black pixel and show one pixel of the image, and every person who put in their email address would chip away one pixel from the final image, and it was the very first look at Heath Joker, Jesus. Heath Ledger in the Joker makeup. And that was what got everybody turned around. Because when Heath Ledger was first announced as the Joker, everybody, myself included, was like, why Heath Ledger? And then that picture came out, that picture got revealed, and everybody shut the fuck up. Again, myself included, because it was like, okay, this is working.
Yep.
I get it now. I will let you cook, because you clearly know what you're doing. And, legendary. Great performance.
Oh, that's an understatement. That performance is chilling. It's so good.
Yeah. But that's the only time a picture reveal has ever been something to actually get hyped about, because it was that big of a deal.
Yeah, I can't remember any gaming related ones. It's like don't bother. All right. I don't know why that's there. Okay, well, we're missing some footage. Why are we missing footage?
Man, YouTube doesn't like it when you add too many things to a playlist, does it?
There's always something funked up missing in there.
Oh, is this the Black Ops shit, right? What's the problem? What did they do?
All right, get ready to cringe. So the single player campaign of Call of Duty 7 has numerous restrictions tied to its always online nature.
Fuck that.
Including no method of pausing.
Fuck that.
Gets worse. You'll also be booted from the game if you're idle for too long.
What? The fuck are they? Why?
Because I guess you're taking up space on the server and not playing it, so they're like, go away, get.
Motherfuckers.
And then it gets worse. It gets worse. Also, apparently it's very clear that this solo single-player campaign was not designed that way, because it is up to 4 players, and it's definitely designed to be played with 4 players due to several different game elements that feel very grindy with only 1 player. And if you play single player, they don't counter or balance anything for that, including no AI companions to fill in those missing spots.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, I can understand them wanting to focus the game on co-op.
Sure.
I was gonna follow it up with, as long as you've got an AI companion instead, like in Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. No AI companions.
Problem.
No checkpoints. No difficulty options. And you have to repeat tasks that are clearly designed to be completed by multiple people which makes it a grind.
What the
So
fuck is this even?
I don't
I
know, man.
don't. Is this like? Are they trying to determine what the worst the worst way to do a story campaign is? Because I think they might have found it.
Yeah, they get
Unless
IGN.
you have to start. Unless
Go
you have
ahead.
to start fucking paying for each level
Yeah, let
or
me
some
tell you.
shit.
Yeah, IGN gives an
Not
example
that I
of
would put
the
that past them.
no. IGN gives an example here. So, playing solo is borderline tedious due to having to repeat multiple objectives, such as placing C4 on a building yourself 4 times, which is actually intended to be 4 players splitting up to put C4 in 4 places. So instead
I
of,
mean, that I can kind of understand because you're not going to blow up a building with a single C4 charge. But
but it's designed in such a
yeah,
way that it's like it's just annoying, like it's just
yeah,
tedious.
you can't have fucking AI companions. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know. So yeah, I was gonna play it, but I'm questioning that now. I'll
It's
probably still try
almost
the
as if they're
multiplayer.
they're trying to make people hate the story campaign so they can say, "Oh, nobody wants the story campaign." And like they're trying to make people resent story mode so they can finally just say, "This is just multiplayer forever." Like wasn't Black Ops 6 multiplayer only?
I think that was 4. I think that was
One, I
4.
don't fucking know. I've never played any of them.
Yeah. They bounce back and forth. They don't know what to do.
Yeah. It almost feels like they're trying deliberately to make it as annoying and infuriating as possible so that people won't care when they kill it off.
Yep. I don't know, man. I don't know. So that's that. Let me get back to where
Remember
I
when people
was.
thought that Microsoft acquiring Activision would curb Activision's worst impulses? Man, people were fucking dumb, weren't
Yep.
they?
Yep.
Curb
Uh,
their worst impulses. It's Microsoft. They're gonna make it worse.
so I hope did you hear about the Metroid Prime 4 bad news?
Yes, this is from Eurogamer you're talking about.
Well, IGN's reporting it. The
Well, I mean Eurogamer is part of IGN, so
oh yeah, good point. So, uh,
here's a
hand
guy who's hanging out with you.
yeah, hands-on impressions finally went out for Metroid 4, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and early on you meet this goofy dumbass engineer that you have to escort, and then he becomes
Yeah,
like an in your earpiece kind of
yeah,
character, and yeah, nobody wants that in a Metroid game.
no,
People want to be alone in a Metroid
yeah,
game. Why
yeah.
is there a
That's
dude?
the whole thing.
But it gets
If it's only
worse.
for one, if it's
Yeah,
only for like a section of the game, I can live with it. But
it gets
we
worse.
don't know that yet. Okay, how does it get worse?
So, Beyond is structured with 4 major areas accessible via a desert hub, which we've seen in
Hmm.
the footage with the pikes and all that bullshit.
Yeah, we knew about that.
Yeah. Um, but there's a menu system in the game that unlocks after you meet douchebag and
Hmm.
puts his face in a little section of a graphic, and there's a bunch of
Yeah.
other question marks around
Oh
him.
yeah, so there might be other NPCs.
Yeah, and the IGN guy got so annoyed with the individual that we're talking about, the engineer guy, that he brushed past combat to get away from him, and he died, and he got a mission game over screen. and and the
Oh,
game over screen specifically states uh, mission failed. You cannot let a Federation trooper die or something like that.
yeah,
Meaning there's definitely going to be others. What were they
yeah,
thinking? That this could kill the game, like straight up kill the game for a lot of people.
yeah. Didn't they reboot this game because it was sucking, and they're like, we need to start over from scratch, and this is what they went to?
I'm baffled.
Oh man,
And this
oh
is
man.
retro. Like retro knows this shit, so it's just like
Well,
who
it's retro, but it's not all the same people from the original team. I mean, even
and,
Prime 2 didn't have all the same people from the original team.
no, and it's definitely not the same Nintendo. either. So I'm wondering who came in and was like, "Nah, you need more cinematics in here. You need more people. You need more voice acting." I got. Ever since I saw that bike, I had bad vibes about this game. Saw that bike and was
The
like,
bike was
"Oh,
the bike was weird. Yeah.
yeah." And that giant empty desert with nothing in it and everything. I was just like, nobody wants a bike. You have a cool ass ship. Just use the ship to
Yeah.
get around from place to place. Why do we need a fucking bike?
Or the fucking speed boots, you know.
Yeah, just fucking run across that desert. That'd be sick.
Yeah. You crouch and you get like the hyper jump.
Maybe you're not buying a Switch 2 this fall.
Well, there is still Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Is it worth $700 to play Donkey Kong Bonanza though?
Oh, we'll see.
I don't know, man.
We'll see.
I'm scared.
I'm apprehensive.
I'm a straight up no at this point. Maybe if a Zelda comes out, that's when I'll consider it. Like a good like a the next big mainline game. I thought I would just put this in here because we thought it was kind of cute, and that's Pokopia, the sort of like farm life simulator Animal Crossing game. Yeah, where you're Ditto. It's got a release date, March 5th.
Oh,
March 5th, 2026. So there's that.
Is this Switch 2 only? You know?
I will find out for you. Is Pokopia only for... That's the number one question. Yeah, it's only on PlayStation. It's only on PlayStation. It's only on Switch 2.
Only on PlayStation 2.
For some strange reason, though, it does say the game will support game share with original Switch owners. So what? So how are you supposed to share it? Oh, which will allow... hold on. Which will allow multiple people to enjoy the game in multiplayer, even if only one owns it. So it's probably the multiplayer only. Like, you can't play, like, alone. You can't play, like, a single-player experience. So it's probably some sort of, like, downgraded thing so that Switch can be used.
That's a weird thing to do.
It is pretty strange.
And not release the full game on it. Like, if you're going to go to that effort, why not just put the whole game on it?
And it doesn't really look like a game that the Switch couldn't run, to be fair. It's not like...
I mean, it probably wouldn't run it as high a resolution or something, but I mean, this doesn't really look that much more demanding than, like, Animal Crossing.
I'm sorry. Her barfing up the logs was just funny. It's funny as shit.
Yeah.
You see that? Where was it? I gotta see that again. I don't know why that got me. That's funny.
Man, that's some Lemmings ass shit with the bridge there, putting down the bricks, like the staircase builder.
Yeah. Oh, she's barfing up the bricks too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like a slime monster, so it probably just absorbs everything and then excretes it when it needs it.
It's such a good concept. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's great. All right, let's get into some smaller news here. Ghost of Yote has sold 3.3 million copies.
What a day it is when Ghost of Yote is the smaller news.
Yeah, well, it's just sales numbers, but yeah. 3.3 million copies in a month. So that's pretty cool. That's really well, really good. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I haven't played it. I will at some point. I might honestly wait for PS6 to play it though, because apparently it runs and looks a million times better on PS5 Pro, and I know I'm not buying a PS5 Pro, so I might just.
Are you really gonna wait that long to play it though?
I mean, if I can get it from the library, I'll play it. But the PS6 doesn't seem like it's that far off. It's like a year.
Yeah, we don't know when it's coming.
No, I know. I feel like 2 years max. Like I can wait that long. My backlog is big enough to stretch to that point.
Yeah.
In other sales news, the PlayStation is now up to 84.2 million copies sold.
PlayStation 5?
Yeah, did I say that? What did I say?
You said just the PlayStation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the PlayStation 5 is up to 84.2 million.
Okay, that's more than I expected.
That's a lot.
Actually.
That's a lot.
More than I expected.
Yeah.
What's the Xbox at?
They don't release their sales figures. Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, they're not talking about that. Interestingly though, the new sales figure puts PS5 ahead of every Xbox console ever released.
Yeah.
Even the 360.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
360 was like, what, 70, 80 million units or something, I think?
So it says Microsoft last reported on Xbox 360 sales about a decade ago, back in June 2014, when it said it had sold more than 84 million 360s.
Okay. That's good.
So it just surpassed the 360.
Yeah.
And it's still got another 2 years, 3 years, 4 years to go. So, So yeah, somehow PS5 is selling amazing, even though there are very few exclusives.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Maybe people want to play their PS4 games at better resolutions.
It's true. This one was weird. So even though there's already a Death Stranding anime coming out, which is what you're seeing here, Disney has announced a Death Stranding anime as well, coming in 2027.
Okay.
And there was some concept art released by Ghost in the Shell SAC 2045 character designer. I don't know. I saw the I don't have it.
Do you have a name for the designer, or?
That's what it said in the title. Let me see. Ilya Kushunov. Kuvshinov. Ilya Kushunov. I'll see if I can. I don't know if no, I can't. I can't get it up on the screen, unfortunately. Actually, hold on. Hold the phone. I might be able to. Give me a sec. There we go. That's the concept art.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
I said
I guess it's going to be like a Disney Plus show.
Yes. Yes. I commented that the gentleman in the concept art looks like a gay Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
She looks cool.
I think
he looks off.
I think Bruno Mars looks kind of like a gay Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No. You like what you like. So there's that. And then finally, PlayStation Plus game catalog. November games have been announced. Starting with Pacific Drive, which I talked about on this show quite a few times. And I really enjoyed it. Terrible ending, but a great experience up until that point. If they had nailed that ending, it would have been one of my favorite games of this generation, I think. But that ending was such a thud, on that experience. It's very unfortunate. But the actual game is.
I hate it when they shit the bed right at the end.
Yeah. It, like I said, it doesn't ruin the rest of the experience, but it definitely hurts. It definitely hurts.
Dude, I've seen some that absolutely did. What was that fucking movie? I think we talked about it before. The movie with the alien time language. I always fucking forget.
Oh, yeah. I love that movie. And you hate it.
See, I hate that movie because of the way it ends.
Arrival.
Yeah. I'm like, Knowing? No, that's the Nicolas Cage movie. Contact? No, that's the Jim Caviezel movie.
Knowing is also a great movie with a terrible ending.
Well, I don't know if I'd call it a great movie with a terrible ending. I think I'd call it meh movie with a terrible
Oh,
ending.
I really liked it until the stupid CG cutscene at the end with the kids dancing in an alien planet. And then I was like, what the fuck? That was terrible. What the fuck was that? Yeah, that's the best you could come up with for this ending? All right. It was so cool up until that point, especially with the girl like claw at the beginning. That was so freaky. All right, anyway. Also coming to PlayStation Plus for like the 80th time is Grand Theft Auto 5, probably as an apology for Grand Theft Auto 6's delay. So there's that.
Who the fuck doesn't own GTA 5 at this point?
I don't fucking know. Still Wakes the Deep is also coming, which I played a little bit on Game Pass, and it's freaky. But it's a game of, it's like Outlast. It's a little hide and seek type game, which I don't like. But everything up until I got to that point, I was like, this is really cool. This is really atmospheric. And then I was like, oh, it's one of these games. I've never heard of this one. Insurgency Sandstorm?
Oh, I've heard of this, yeah.
Yeah. Looks okay.
The shooter.
I think this...
If in case you couldn't tell.
Is it?
From all the shoot bangs and targeting reticles.
Did they give it a...
Is this a rhythm game?
They gave it an 8.8. Wow.
Oh, the fucking people are going to freak out. 8.8, how dare you? Remember Twilight Princess when they gave that an 8.8?
That
made a big shit about it. It's like 8.8, dude.
It's pretty good. It was.
Score.
I do feel like I do feel like I was a little low. I'd probably give it higher than that. It would. Well,
I'd probably give.
Yeah, on our scale, which doesn't have points, I would give it a 9 for sure. I wouldn't give it an 8. I'd give it a 9. What else we got? Oh yeah, Thank Goodness You're Here. The British comedy game. Which, why are we staring at peas? Okay, I don't know what's happening. Obviously, there's...
The art style, this is going to be a bit of a pull. Oh, there's Kilroy. It kind of reminds me of, do you remember that show Bob and Margaret?
Yeah, it does, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Very British humor, though. Very, very, very British humor in this. It looks funny. What else we got? Talos Principle 2, which I've gushed enough about on this.
Talos Principle 2, Talos Harder.
Talos Harder. Stick
this
it in
time
there.
It's Principle.
I don't think I beat it, though. No, I didn't beat it, but it got to the point where my brain was starting to hurt. It's definitely a game where it's probably better to play with somebody. Because if you can't figure out a puzzle, they'll probably see something that you're not seeing, Great game though. I don't know why this is here. I think it's just going up to the top again. But that's it. Oh no, sorry. There were some other games on there, but no one gives a shit. Monster Jam Showdown, MotoGP 25, and Tomb Raider Anniversary. And that's it for news.
Okay.
Do you know what time it is now?
Is it time for me to get up and eat something again?
Nope. You're allowed to. You have to starve. Do you want to get another cereal bar to get through this last segment?
No, I'm good.
Well, then that means it's time for.
If this is somebody's first episode listening to the show, they have no fucking idea what we're talking about.
Why are they having a seizure? What's going on?
Yeah.
All right, we got a seat.
Okay, so this is not going to be correct, but just in case it is, try Amy.
Ooh, that game's terrible.
That game is fucking
it's not
terrible.
Even. They didn't even bother listing it. It's so bad.
No, okay. But you know why I would think that, right? Because the game starts out on a bus.
Yeah.
Or train or whatever.
I don't even know what this looks like. That is the most awkward looking seat I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't even go all the way back up the wall. You know what I mean? And it's got this little tiny bar. That's a weird.
I think that's the armrest.
That is very uncomfortable looking.
Yeah.
All right.
It's also very low.
It is very low. That's what I mean. Like it just doesn't look right. We'll have to look at.
Is this for somebody who doesn't have shins? Is it for a child? Like, why is it so low to the
And
ground?
why is it so deep? It's fucking deep too. We got to pull up the full screenshot once we figure out what this is.
Yeah.
I have no guesses though.
No, I have no idea either.
Wow, 91.
Okay.
All right, hold on. All right.
What's a really good game with uncomfortable looking seats?
The Order 1887. No, it's not a really good game though.
We already had that one.
We did.
We finally had it.
We did. I have no idea what this is. I need more context. 91%.
Dude, if I fucking had a nickel for every game that had an elaborate ceiling like this in some nice mansion or some shit.
What the
fuck is that?
It's a PS1 game that got a 91?
Okay, so this is so fucking blurry. I can't even fuck me.
You can't even fuck you?
No, definitely not.
Okay, hold on. This has to be a Resident Evil game.
It's pre-rendered background.
This is a Resident Evil game. It's got to be. It's got to be Resident Evil.
Maybe it's try Resident Evil 2.
There we go. What?
Okay. Yeah, let's see those.
What is wrong with that seat?
Yeah, what is wrong with that seat?
What? It's AI generated.
Have Japanese people never seen an American bus before?
That is the worst looking seat I've ever seen. Why is it so deep?
Here's the thing. I remember that area. That's when you're first running to the police station and you have to go through the bus and there's some zombies in there. I don't remember ever noticing a fucked up seat like that.
It's probably one of those like quick angle switches you get on the bus and then you walk forward and then it changes again. So you probably don't even like examine it, you know.
Maybe.
Will you take the green herb?
Go back up. Oh, it's the zombies crashing through the window. That's what it is.
Which one? The second one?
The one that was the third one. The one that was so blurry and we couldn't tell what it was.
Oh, that's glass. Wow, that's
yeah.
It probably looks.
Kendo gets eaten.
Yeah, it probably looks pretty good in motion, but freeze frame it looks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It looks fine in motion.
Looks like water almost.
A game from 1998.
What?
Good game.
Did it reset again? Are you fucking kidding me? Why?
What did you? Oh, because you're in the browser from OBS.
No, I'm not. No, I'm in my Google Chrome.
Then I don't know. You broke it.
Fuck me.
You broke it. Is that somebody's ass sticking out the side?
That's definitely someone's ass.
I don't know if you're actually agreeing with me.
No, it is. That's definitely someone's ass. Someone's bending over right there. That's a shirt.
I still don't know if you're being
No, that's definitely someone bending over. Or oh no, you know what? It could be an arm, like an elbow, and then like someone wearing like a double shirt kind of thing.
Or it could be
It could be a pot. It could be anything.
Yeah, it could be anything.
I will.
I was joking about the ass.
It could be someone bending over. I don't know. We'll find out.
I guess it could be.
Those are some pretty high res plants though. This is something newish. Oh, it's is this Control?
You know, it does look a little bit Control-ish. Try it. That might be the Bureau of Control emblem on the ground.
No, not at a 63. No.
Oh no.
Okay,
so we got like a villain world map on a computer screen there.
Yeah. This does
where
like
the Bond villain is like villain's got like the thing. We're going to launch the I don't know what accent that is. We're going to launch the nukes, Mr. Bond.
It's from Hadia. From Hell Is Us. No, it's not. I don't know. I have no idea what this is. I'm not getting anything.
Neither do I. Maybe it's GoldenEye Rogue Agent.
Wow.
Oh, it could be too.
Is it? Could it be really? PS3, PC, 360. I don't recognize this at
Yeah.
all. Let's
That's
try
the
it.
right time frame. Hey, you can try it.
No. Action role
No.
playing. Okay, we should.
Oh, we got UI and we got a character?
Captors. Something captors.
Dead Rising?
It does kind of look Dead Rising, but I wouldn't call that a action role playing game though.
You can try it.
No.
Okay, so here's the thing. That's a lot of UI, and I don't recognize it. Oh
Yeah.
no! And that almost looks like a full screenshot because it's got the whole UI in there.
Yeah, you can see the guy holding the gun, or what?
Yeah.
Maybe a tranquilizer dart kind of gun. Yeah, I have no idea what this is.
There's a camera with like the field of vision cone on it, so you can tell where it's looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
No.
I don't think
Obsidian.
This is something that I've played.
Obsidian made this?
Oh no. Oh no, I don't know.
You would think we would know an Obsidian game.
Yeah.
But obviously, it wasn't
get a
good.
63?
Yeah, 63.
When has an Obsidian game gotten a 63?
This game.
Yeah.
And
that's why I'm asking when, because I can't think of when it was. Well, we know when, 2010. I don't know what this is. I've never played this. Oh, it's Alpha Protocol.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It just said Alpha Protocol in the fucking corner.
Did it really? Where?
Wait for it.
Unlocked Alpha Protocol. You guys fucked up. You guys fucked up at the site. Yeah, you gave us that one. That's awesome. That was a freebie.
Yeah. I never played Alpha Protocol.
I played the demo. It sucks.
Apparently.
Yeah. This could be literally anything.
Yeah, this could be anything. Yeah, I don't know. I try Resident Evil. Those games have lots of file folders in them.
89% though. Oh, it's Alan Wake 2, I think.
Oh, nicely done.
Yeah. Great game. Weird fucking game, but great game. By the way, when I turn like this, can you still hear me clearly? I feel like every time I do that, like no one can hear me. Whoa, what the fajit? Oh, it's Okami.
Oh, yes. I was like, what is that game with the painting? Yeah, it's the game that I never been able to get into.
It's so good. Great game. Really fucking long.
One day.
Is this Okami again?
Yeah, I was gonna say this also kind of. Maybe it's Okami Den, that fucking 3DS game.
Oh, maybe. No, there's only one Okami.
Try adding a D to it. No Okami Den there. Okay, then it's not. Okay.
Whoa.
Jeez, I don't know.
I have no idea. I need more.
Yeah.
Oh God, pretty. That does not help us.
Still looks pretty. That's all I got to say about it.
What the hell? Whoa, modern game.
Oh, so this is like recent.
I have no idea what this is. This is going to be some indie thing that I've never heard of.
Yeah.
No clue.
Yeah, I don't know. Adventure. Oh, thanks. That's real descriptive.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know. I have no idea what this is.
No, we're not going to get this one.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we are definitely not going to get this one.
Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, God. I don't know. This has completely passed me by.
Dordogon.
I've never heard of this.
No. The name vaguely rings a bell, and the color scheme vaguely rings a bell, but I have no idea.
This is the first I've ever heard of it. It looks neat. We did this one already, didn't we?
Nope.
Last week?
Nope.
Oh no, we're okay. Okay.
Nope.
Don't know. Looks like a car battery.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have enough here. Whoa, 89%. Oh, is this Deus Ex Human Revolution?
It might be.
So that looks like Adam
kinda
Jensen right here, hiding behind the cover.
that little black spot in the corner.
Yeah, because he's like he kind
Yeah,
of
but
he kneels
But
weird.
here's the thing. I agree with you. It does kind of look like Adam Jensen crouched down behind a surface. Yeah.
So funny that this came up because guess who the voice actor is who plays Remy in Hell Is Us?
Oh, Elias Defexis.
Yeah, it's the guy who does Adam Jensen.
Oh, okay. He's good.
Yeah, he's good.
He's in that show, The Expanse.
I've been told to watch that show by like 1,000 people. I need to get to that.
I hear it's really good.
Yeah. Well, this looks older.
Yeah, this looks kind of GameCube-ish.
Yeah, I'm getting like
There's symbols there.
I'm getting Uncharted Vita vibes actually.
Oh, maybe you could try that.
I think it might be too low res though, but I could try it. It was Golden Abyss.
It's like what, the golden whatever?
Yeah. Oh, boom!
Nicely done.
Damn. Yeah, that game was good. Too bad the studio went on to make like one game, and now we're waiting again.
Yeah.
The Days Gone studio. Okay, I think we've seen this one.
No, this one we did do.
Yeah. So, back. Let's see if I can remember what number we were at up here. It was like 270.
Oh, you could pull up last week's episode.
I could do that. I'm gonna do that.
We've got it all recorded.
Good call. Let's see.
I'm just trying to provide entertainment for the audience.
Okay, so we were at like 122-ish, so we were a lot earlier than I thought we were. So we were like we're like somewhere around. Oh yeah, I think I got to 125 and I stopped. Let me see. Oh, we didn't play that one, so we'll do that one. That looks pretty modern.
There's a branding on the truck, NSEC, and there's a door covering the rest of it. So, what's a game that has something called something NSEC in it? Something that ends with NSEC.
And it had to have come out before 2022 because this is the older ones.
Could this be Watch Dogs? Watch Dogs 2, maybe?
It's not Watch Dogs 2. It's not colorful enough. No. 79%. This looks less good than that other screenshot. What the hell's that? That looks like UI that's like targeting that thing. You know what I mean? Like a scan.
Move the magnifier off of it. Maybe.
Like it's identified something in the environment. That's kind of what it looks like. But I don't recognize this at all, though. Moving on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh. Is this Ghost Recon?
Maybe.
This might be Future Soldier.
Oh, give it a shot.
Nope. A heist sim? Is this Payday?
It might be Yeah, it might be Payday 2.
No, it's this looks.
Payday 3.
No, it doesn't look as good. So I'm thinking the first one.
Okay.
I'm thinking. No, it is Payday though, so you might be right. Payday
Yeah.
2.
So, yeah, try Payday 2.
There we go. I've always wanted to get into these games, but
Yeah, we talked about that.
yeah.
But you gotta have 4 people.
What the hell? I mean, you could probably do it with 2. I've played it single player and I've beat levels.
Yeah, but come on, you want to do a 2-person heist?
Yeah. What the hell?
This is one of the Godzilla games.
Destroy all monsters melee.
Yeah, try it. I don't know which one it is, but
Nope, it is not a Godzilla game. Oh, it's a Simpsons game. That looks like Simpsons. Is this hit and run?
Oh, yeah. I could have sworn that was Gigan, but
yeah. What? I would look up the picture, but it's the old ones.
Gigan or something. Yeah. Yeah. Get away from Chief Wiggum. Advice worth living by. Do not touch Willie. Good advice.
Oh, this is Assassin's Creed. I'm trying to figure out which one though. I think it's the first one.
It's probably the first one.
Nope. Assassin's Creed 2 then, I guess.
Okay.
There we go.
The one that everybody liked.
Oh my god.
In contrast to the first one.
I mean, I liked the first one, but you could tell.
Yeah, but it didn't deliver the way that everybody thought it would, and then Assassin's Creed 2 came out, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this is what we wanted."
Yeah. Two is 2 gives, just thinking about it right now is giving me goosebumps. Like that game was like a religious experience for me. It was so good.
And then they made like fucking how many games based on Assassin's Creed 2? Did they make like 2 or 3 spin-offs of it?
No, they were sequels, direct sequels to 2. So there was Brotherhood and then Revelations, and they all continued Ezio, his story.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then they did 3 eventually, which had nothing to do with the 2. Okay, that one we did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we did do this one.
Yeah, we did that. We did that bullshit.
It was a PlayStation game. That's MGS2. It's the tanker at the beginning of the game.
Who's that?
It's enemy soldier from a first person view. It's MGS2, bro.
Wow. Oh yeah, we reached a new rank. Cool beans.
I'd fucking recognize that anywhere.
Is this Baldur's Gate?
No, this is Disco Elysium.
Oh shit, yeah.
I still have that, dude. I still have that super fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever forget what Revachol looks like. Now this oh Jesus.
This looks like a photo, like a blurry photo.
Yeah, it looks like a photo.
Could it be something like Arma?
It could. Arma has pretty realistic like textures and lighting and stuff, where a low res version you could kind of mistake it for a photo, provided it's of a
Whoa,
an area that's not detailed super well. 95. Wow. Well, it's definitely not Arma.
No,
that's for fucking sure.
Not 95.
What the fuck? It looks like this and has a 95.
I have no idea what this could be. 95.
I've seen Virtual Boy games that have less red than this.
Yeah, I think this must be from like a really zoomed in, or yeah. Let's move on.
Like this is the frame that you take damage or something, and it flashes everything red.
Okay, that is a photo. Oh, it's Red Dead Redemption.
It is Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, that's the menu from when you pause the game, and it shifts everything red.
Or if you die.
You get
the red blood screen.
Yeah.
That explains why that looked so realistic. That game was gorgeous.
That game was fucking incredible.
Apparently, they just re-released it, or they're about to re-release it again on consoles and mobile. Weird.
Jesus, okay.
Some sort of yeah, I know. That's what I said. I was like, didn't they just port this
They just
recently?
put it out on PC a little while ago, and then they put it on Switch like 2 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really weird.
Whatever.
They don't seem to know what they're doing over there. Whoa. What am I looking at? Is this space that I'm looking at? Oh, is this Mass Effect? This might be the star map in Mass Effect.
Go for it.
No. Oh, Rocket League?
Rocket League, yeah.
Damn. We're doing pretty well today.
Yeah.
All right, one more. What was this? 129? Whoa. Oh, that looks pretty impressive visually.
Yeah. It's not From Dust, but it's given me like From Dust vibes, like where the camera is low and then pans up to show you the full. But it doesn't look that good when the camera's that low because the assets are like pretty low res. Man, that's such a good game.
Yeah. This could potentially be Assassin's Creed 4, but I don't feel like they would do. I just don't feel like they would do Assassin's Creed 4 that close to Assassin's Creed 2.
Nothing to lose by trying.
That's true. Jesus. Okay, thank you. Oh, is this Ark? That's dinosaurs.
Yeah, I don't think Ark looks as good. But I mean, maybe
it could be. Oh no, this is well. We can try it.
I mean, maybe this is what it looks like on Ultra or something.
Yep. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the game itself looks good. The UI looks fucking terrible.
Yeah, the UI looks bad.
I cannot tell you
also
how bad the
character
UI is.
models. The character models look fucking ugly as fuck.
Yeah.
Also, you shit in that game. If you go too long, you just go, and you just like a big old brown ball.
I really wanted to like that game. I really wanted to like it, but it's
like
bad.
Because of the shitting, or is that is that unrelated?
It's definitely unrelated. No, I really wanted to play it because it's like Subnautica dinosaurs. Like that's a cool concept. Speaking of that, where the fuck is Ark 2? It was supposed to be out a year ago now. Where is it?
Oh God, I don't know.
It just vanished. It was like, what happened? Vin Diesel in Ark 2. A year later, the release date was supposed to be December 2024. And we're about to go into 2026. Where'd the game go? All right, ladies and gentlemen. That has been Press Pause, a gaming podcast, episode 69.
Nice.
If you want to follow me on the socials, I'm at TJ-Leo on BlueSky.
I am at Ninjas on BlueSky.
If you want to email us, you can do so at co.opt.podcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and join the Co-op Club Discord community server. And if you're so inclined, patreon.com/co-op entertainment, where you can throw us a few bucks to help support the channel. That's all the time we have today. Until next time.
Really? Are we going to explode if we take any longer?
This has actually been a long episode, so it's possible I might die on stream right now.
Oh my God! There will be no survivors. I'm going to starve. You're going to die. It was foretold.
Now get back to gaming.
It was foretold in the time of letters.